Alright, are we live right now? Been having some streaming problems because I scheduled the Game Awards stream tonight and for some reason it messed up my streams. Looks like we're good though, and I'm live on the right stream. Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be checking out the early access launch of Ashes of Creation. I played this one when it first launched into alpha like a year ago, and I also covered the crap out of this game like 4 or 5 years ago on the channel. But I kind of got sick of following everything because it's an MMO that's taken a very long time to make. But today they just released it onto Steam for an early access Alpha 2. I think we're in Alpha 2, maybe Alpha 3, something like that. But it is now live on Steam. Still in Alpha, so I'm not expecting like a full game here or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to see what was going on because it's been a while since I've checked it out. Let me just go live over on Twitch and we're going to jump right in. And also note, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be starting the Game Awards stream. The Game Awards don't actually start until 8 p.m. though, but that stream is scheduled on the channel. We might be getting a Larian reveal, so I'm pretty excited. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, we should be good to go. So I am on server Lotharia right now, and let's check it out. I think I'm probably going to have to turn down the volume, etc. Where do I do that? Let's go to audio. Bring that down to, I don't know, 70 for now. Did I do anything? Didn't. Alright, we'll leave it at 60. And there we go. Music volume, sound effects, those can probably go like way down. I'll mess with it when we actually get into the game itself. Hey Silver, hey Mage. What's up, Red? Yes, this is out on Steam right now for $40, but keep in mind it's still in alpha. So, I mean, if you want to be part of the development process, etc., you know, sure, jump on in, but it's not guaranteed that the game will ever come to completion, so. Alright, so what do we have here? Very curious to see how much different this is from the Alpha 1 that I played like 8 months ago or whenever that was. So we have our race choice here. I'm going to do this pretty quick. No sense in spending too much time. I don't plan on grinding out the Alpha for like months or whatever. Just checking it out today. So we have the Dunir Dwarves. The Nikua Dwarves. More races than there was before. We have the Empyrean Elves, the Pyrai or Pyrai Elves, the Kalar humans, the Veloon humans, the Renkai Orcs, and the Vek Orcs. Cool. They added a lot. And then we have the female versions of them as well. I think I'm going to play as... Doesn't really matter because it's alpha. Doesn't look like that we're getting any like racial bonuses or anything like that. Maybe I play as an orc. We do get to do a little bit with appearance. Should I go dwarf? I think I should go dwarf, right? All right, let's go with the. So we have the Nikua and then the Dunir. Hardy and resilient, value craftsmanship, loyal to the monarch, yet independent in their pursuits. Okay. Known for strong alliances. And then the Nikua, these are like the island dwarves. Act according to the decisions of an elected council of 5 elders. 3 things matter the most: family, open sky, and a sail full of wind. So they're coastal dwarves. Actually, you know, I'm going to go with a bigger race because I want to see some of the armor a little bit more. Oh, okay, let's go with the Pyri. This looks really cool. I forgot that these elves have, like, hey. Miss Bubbles? Did you just raid? I've only seen that, like, twice on YouTube. All right, let's go with the Pyri. They value individualism and self-expression, living in tight-knit kinships deeply connected to the natural world. All right. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Gotcha. It's kind of like wood elves. No one better take my name. All right, and then for archetypes, we have the Bard. We have the Cleric. Cool, man. The Fighter. This is way different than when I last played it. The Mage. My favorite, the Ranger. The Rogue. Wow, the armor looks really good. Summoner, definitely interested in playing as a summoner. So when the game actually comes out, I haven't kept up with its development in many years. When the game actually comes out, they'll have a class system where you start off as your primary archetype. Like, let's say you choose Ranger, and then when you hit level 25, you unlock your secondary archetype, and that basically makes you a Ranger mixed with whatever class you chose next. However, it's not pure multi-classing. So if I'm a Ranger and then I become a summoner at level 25, I don't get access to the core summoner class. It's more so that the Ranger archetype in the skills will be modified and become more summoner-like. It's actually a really interesting system. Rogue, thrive in shadows. Maybe I'll go Rogue. We got stealth. I think I am going to go Rogue. This is going to bring me back to my World of Warcraft days. My first World of Warcraft character was a Night Elf Rogue. Summoner, and then the tank, of course. I do like tanks and MMOs. That looks really cool, doesn't it? Need to get him some whiskey. Hey, Amis, what's up? I acknowledge you, Miss Bubble. Yo, Zillin, what's up, brother? Yeah, we're jumping in right now. It's been so long since I've looked up anything on this game. This looks very different than when I tried the alpha for a day or two, or the alpha 1. This is actually pretty cool so far. I don't even know what I want to do. I think I'm going to go Rogue for now, just because it's going to remind me of my World of Warcraft days. This won't be my official character, but yeah, let's make a Rogue. Okay. Appearance. We'll do this real quick. Don't got to spend too much time. Although, I think they did say they're going to try to not do any character wipes until the actual game comes out. I thought I heard that. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's go Ranger. Let's go Ranger. If I'm playing a Wood Elf like this, I have to play as a Ranger, right? Come on. Or am I going to go Dwarf? Dwarf tank. Oh, God. I don't know what to do. There's too many choices. There's too many choices. I don't know what to do. Oh, man. I can't do this live right now. No Rogue. Let you guys vote? No, you guys will make me like a... You guys will make me a cleric. I don't want to be a healer. Dwarven power. Go Orc or go Wark? Blood Elf Paladin. My heart yearns for the Rogue. You know what? I think it does. Okay. All right. So we get stealth. The Rogue can enter stealth to sneak around in complete invisibility. However, other characters may detect the Rogue under certain circumstances. We get advantage. The Rogue gains advantage by activating a certain ability combo, and they can spend this advantage to empower their other abilities. The Rogue has access to a variety of virulent poisons, bombs, grappling hook, and other tools at their disposal. The Rogue is agile, evasive, and cunning with a number of mobility skills at their disposal. No democracy here. This is... No. Yeah, you're right. Alright. Fuck. Guys, I'm having some serious choice paralysis right now. So Rangers get Mark. The Ranger can mark a target for death. Their ability to track targets and investigate areas unseen makes the Ranger ideal. Ranger can imbue their ammo with unique effects. The Ranger's familiarity with the natural world lets them leap over obstacles. I'm doing it. I want to play as a dwarf so bad. I want to do a dwarf tank, but I don't like dwarf rangers. Whoa, this is pretty cool. So we've got some quick settings here. Let's go with, I think we'll go with that for the preset. What can we do? Body shape. I'm good with right in the middle. Weight. Chest. Oh, we're gonna pump that sucker out. Arms, make them a little bit bigger. Legs. I think I like that skin tone. Okay, pretty jacked right now. Head. I don't know if I like the Pyri elves anymore. Bald with the horns, that's pretty funny. Those are the only hairstyles you can do? Oh, come on. I might have to switch right now. I don't want dreads. Shit. Okay. All right. We're going back. We're going back to the drawing board. We're going Dunir. Oh, yeah. We're going Dunir. Rogue. Yes. All right. Now we're talking. We don't look like a little pansy-ass elf. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think we'll go with that preset. I like that. For height, should we be the tallest? No, the shortest dwarf of them all. Are you kidding me? Bump up the weight. Oh, yeah. I like that a lot. Okay, head. Who am I kidding? I'm over here playing as a Pyri elf. Okay. Okay. You know what? With the dwarf, I don't, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Those aren't actually dreads, it doesn't look like. Yep, we're good with that. Hair base color, let's darken that sucker up. Yes, sir. Facial hair. The biggest damn beard that you can get. Mutton chops. Imagine not having a beard as a dwarf. It'd be disgusting. This is working way better than the Alpha 1. Alright, I'm going to go with that beard. And then we're going to make that the hair color. I love when they give you an option for that, because it's always hard to match things up. Beard length. Oh, that's so cool. Alright. Cheek hairstyle. I think I'm fine with the way it is. We don't got to do anything here. Mustache style. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, no. That looks so unnatural. We'll go with that. I like that a lot. Okay. Mustache length. Pump that sucker up. Let's go to face. Just do some quick settings here. Whoa, you can't like really scroll in on the face. They gotta change that. I mean, it's just alpha, so we can't really criticize stuff too much like that. Mouth. I don't know, man. I'm a dwarf. I don't give a shit about this stuff. Okay, color for the eyes. Let's go with a red for rogue. No, let's go with a dark brown. We gotta be stealth. Okay, details, nail color. Are you kidding me right now? You guys better not paint your nails if you're playing as a dwarf. All right. I'll let it slide if you're playing as a Pyri, maybe even a human. But if I start a guild and I find that one of you guys is playing as a dwarf, male or female, and you have painted nails, all right, Guile, gotcha. Yeah, this is alpha, everyone, so we're not like expecting a full game here. We're just kind of seeing where the game's at right now. So now we have the ability to sculpt the face. I mean, that's a hell of a... Oh, shit. Oh, what's up, Twitch chat? Hey, Maximus. Yeah, I usually don't have choice paralysis when I play games too much, but for some reason I'm getting it right now just because I know it's an MMO and I'm going to invest my time into a character, even though I probably won't because it's alpha. You can always make another character though too. We'll go with that. You got to have a fairly big nose, right? We don't want like a too big of a ridge though, do I? All right. The hump of the nose. Well, I'm surprised we have access to all this. The hook of the nose. The hook is what makes a dwarf. Yeah, bulge that sucker out. Broken? Absolutely. Yep. Broken and slanted to the right. Oh my god. It looks like you can pull each individual. Oh man, okay. We're gonna go in the middle for that. Something doesn't look right with this nose, but dwarves don't spend too much time in front of the mirror now, do they? Nasal folds. Nope, we're good with that. I think he looks pretty badass. All right. So here we have it, folks. After changing my choice 7 different times, I am playing as a Dunir dwarf, a rogue archetype. The only thing I don't like about dwarves in video games is you can never see the armor as well. You can never see the armor that well, for obvious reasons. So sometimes it's nice to play as a human or an elf or something taller so you can really see all the details on the armor. He looks badass. What's up, Keith? Just so you guys know, Game Awards are tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm starting the stream up at 7 p.m. Eastern. We might be getting a Larian Studios reveal, so it should be pretty crazy if that happens on this channel, so I hope to see you guys there. Uh-oh, is my headset dying? Okay, starting region. So we have, wow, this is very different. What do I get to do? Oh, select a starting region. Divine Gateway of the Ayla, or Divine Gateway of the Duzenkel. Zillin, are you still in the chat right now? Or are you too, Keith? Any idea? Is there a preference here? Is one developed better than the other? Because I don't want to go into a region that is like more alpha than the other region. Is Zillin still here? Thibble Dwarf Puent. I would name my dwarf a crazy name, but I want to make sure I have Wolfheart FPS so nobody steals it. Lower one's more fleshed out. Okay, so we're going to go with the Divine Gateway of the Duzenkel. In the ages before the fall, when prophecy still stirred among stone and fire, Duzenkel priests were compelled by the voice of the Dawnfire herself to carve a sanctum around the divine gate of their own construction. Okay, wait, hold on. Ayla is the lower one. Yeah, I see. Okay. Long before the exodus of legend, when the gods still walked among the faithful, the Aylan priesthood consecrated a gate in the hills beyond the Aylan capital. Sounds good to me. Let's jump on in. Oh, we got more choices. Wow, we have background choices now. It's crazy how I used to cover this game in depth, but that was like 5 years ago, so I don't know anything about it anymore. So we have background choice. I don't really know what this affects, but we have Steward, Council Aide, Expedition Cook, Forge Guard, Hall Hymnist, Tower Watch, Tunnel Scout. Beneath the ground where light faltered and echo guided, you were trained to scout caverns for safety and settlement. Yeah. Uh-huh. Then we have Vault Artisan. Great character. Here we go. Hopefully there's no wait to get into the server. Just so you guys know, I am on Lotharia server. I just chose the first one that... he's not looking like I thought he was going to look. But alright, let's roll with it. Please don't be an insane wait. I can't be entertaining today. I don't know what to do. Hey, Mad, what's up? Okay, positioning queue 500. I really, really wish that MMOs would let you create your character first and then choose the server. When are they going to do that? Because if I were to go back and choose a different realm, I have to go through character creation again to then click on a server that's probably full. Feels good to be back, though. I wonder if Intrepid can do a server-wide disconnect and get me in. Streamer privilege? Game Awards is not Europe-friendly this year? Why do you say that? I don't think we're getting DOS 3, but at least Divinity. Yeah, so when I start up the stream tonight, I'm going to start it up an hour early, and we're going to talk about all that and go through Larian's catalog of games and try to, you know, speculate a little bit as to what it could be. Down to 536. I shouldn't have chose the top server. What the hell was I doing? I'm an idiot. Any of you guys that are watching this after the stream is over, I'll put a chapter marker down below so you can go ahead. I'm not sure if I want to wait right now, if I should try switching the server up. This character creation is going to be a time sink for me. Yeah, considering that was alpha right there, it's already a pretty good character creator, so imagine when the game actually comes out, if it ever comes out. Doo-doo. How friendly is this for single players? So the MMO, from what I've seen, from what people have talked about, and from what the owner has talked about, is not being designed as a game aiming at solo players. However, there's going to be solo things that you can do in the game. Intrepid's really big on wanting to encourage socialization because it's an MMO after all. And a lot of you guys that played MMOs back in the day would know that nowadays a lot of MMOs are designed around the solo experience, and that's kind of part of the reason why I think we've had a decline in the MMO space, because the games are no longer, you know, feeling like they're massive multiplayer games where you have to actually engage with other players. So definitely more focused around having a community, but they've said multiple times that there's going to be things that you can do as a solo player as well. Perhaps like maybe you become like a crafter or something like that. Maybe you have like a little house outside of the city and you're an animal husbandry person and you're growing all the animals and you do all that by yourself and then you provide for the community, you're always going to have to interact with other players in some way, shape, or form, though. You can't just live in your own bubble and never do anything. I think that's a good thing. Remember Ultima Online? Hey Laura, what's up? I'm hoping that this goes a little bit faster because I can't sit here all day because we got the Game Awards tonight. What's up, Darth Vapor? Mr. Inadequate, what's going on? I am doing the game show tonight. I'll be live around 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't have to tell you that, though, because you are in the same time zone as me. How about that snow that we're getting right now? It's crazy up here. What's up, Chef? What's going on? I'm scrolling back in the chat because I know I missed a bunch of you guys. 2-hour queue time. I wonder if you guys watching any other streamers? I wonder if anybody else is in or if everybody's waiting. I'm on Lotharia server right now, but I don't know like if I'm gonna stick. I don't know how much I'm gonna play the alpha. I don't know if I'm gonna make another character on it. I have no idea, but I'm on Lotharia right now. Yeah, the snow up here, me and Mr. Inadequate are from central New York. We're getting, it feels like an early winter. It's pretty crazy. It's been like 2 weeks of just horrible weather. Snow everywhere, ice, it's crazy. We usually don't get it like this until, you know, January or February. Maybe a little bit in December, but it's pretty crazy this year. Hey Nate, what's up? I'm tempted, no, I don't know if I will. I'm tempted to end the stream and then just come back when it's ready and start it back up, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. People playing the game, looks like a whole bunch of others. So we got to keep in mind, any launch of an MMO, even when it's 1.0, is always a messy launch. This is alpha. This is still alpha for the game. So when I get in, I'm expecting it to be a lag fest. I'm expecting to get kicked. Maybe I won't even get in. These are things that you have to mentally prepare for ahead of time when you play any type of launch for any MMO these days. Spent 3 hours shoveling snow over the last 24 hours. Asherin Call. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about Larian Studios until we get to the stream tonight. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. Who knows what's going to be revealed. I'm so tempted to try another server, but then I lose my position in the queue, so... He knows something? No. What's up, Shadow? Hey, NCG over on Twitch. Doing pretty good yourself? You guys are wondering why my shoulder looks more jacked than it typically is, and it's already pretty jacked. I have a big brace on right now. I've been having some serious shoulder problems. I've been having it for a few months, but I just kept pushing and pushing, mainly playing golf. Just kept pushing it and pushing it until I really heard it like 2 weeks ago. And now I'm in a phase where I'm trying not to use it at all. It's very hard to actually type on the computer, believe it or not, as of the past couple days. I did a Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon Sanctuary of Seras review that's coming out the 14th. And it's very unlike me to do videos like this, but I didn't do a script at all. I didn't even have bullet points. I just talked about the game off the top of my head because I didn't want to type out any script. Hopefully that resolves or gets a little bit more manageable soon, because it's pretty crazy when you have an injury that doesn't let you play games that well. But I'm icing the shit out of it. I'm amped up on ibuprofen, and hopefully I can at least play the rogue for a little bit today. You don't like golf, Gavin? Oh, I could talk about golf for this entire stream. I think more devs need to make the early couple of levels an offline lobby-based experience. Meanwhile, in the background, you connect to the main server. Interesting idea. My heart wants AOC. My brain thinks the early access release was a blunder in MMO. Yeah, who knows how the early access release is going to go. I don't really care. Like I said, I kind of tuned out from the development of this game because I just kind of got sick of covering it, and it didn't seem like the game was progressing that fast, which is fine. So I just tune out and wait for updates. Wait every once in a while, tune back in and see what's going on. If the early access launch isn't that good, oh well. I'll just tune out again and come back in a year and see what's going on. Want to see if you can even log in. It's not moving that fast. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, I hate doing this. What time is it right now? 2 o'clock. Hey, Thanos. Yep, Pillars of Eternity got its turn-based update. See you tonight, Mr. Inadequate. What's up, Tony? Hyped to watch me play this? I don't know if that's going to be happening today, but I appreciate it. Too bad they bad Avowed instead of Pillars. Oh, made Avowed instead of Pillars of Eternity 3. Curious if this will be worth jumping in. My guess is for most people, probably not. But it's only 40 bucks, so even if the game never really gets any better, you only lost 40 bucks, right? I mean, 40 is not a small amount, but a lot of people, including myself, back in the day, we had to pay $250 to $500 to be a part of the game's development, so... And I did that because I was an Ashes of Creation content creator at the time, and it was like a little bit of a business investment for me. But now that it's only $40, I was telling nobody to do it back then, but now it's only 40. Like, I guess it's not that big of a deal if it doesn't ever really take off. Yeah, I will be playing Path of Exile Druid for sure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it right on the 12th. I'm doing a sponsored video for them, and I'm not sure if I'm going to focus on that or if I'm going to stream it first. I'm not sure. Pretty excited though. I remember your Ashes content. Man, that was so long ago. It's crazy. It was literally 5 years ago. I probably did like 30 Ashes of Creation videos. I covered every monthly update. I was having a great time too. I really enjoyed covering it. It just gets you just get burnt out from it over time. So pumped for Druid. That's my whole day tomorrow. Hell yeah. I think that's how I started following you. I really wanted this game to do well, but it's never delivered, and I have never personally been able to log into this game. It still might do well. I try to be optimistic. I still like Steven's mentality for MMO design. I really vibe with everything that he says. The question is whether or not they can pull it off, right? Are they going to run out of funds, or what's going to happen? But I'm optimistic. I feel like it's going to come out one day. I have tempered my expectations a little bit. 5-6 years ago, I was a little bit easy to get hyped with things sometimes. And when you're a YouTuber and you express that and then it doesn't turn out to be hype, you get a lot of shit on the internet. So I've learned over time to calm down some of my expectations and hype. All right, we're down to 400. We started at 600. Yeah, I think 400 people have to leave. I'm a bit delusioned with Steven and his family's past. I looked a little bit into that. Yeah, I don't really want to comment on it because I don't really know enough about it, but I can understand why you say that. Absolutely. I just don't know what's true and not true, etc. So I'm not going to speak on that because I'm speaking on a platform right now in front of 500 something people if you include Twitch. What's up, B? What's going on? You can't get in? Nobody can get in. Well, some people can, but I can't. I'm down to 380 though, so I'm just gonna hang on. $400 people in the stream. If we all leave the queue, you'll get in. Yeah, everybody that's on Lotharia's server right now, if you don't mind, back out and let me in, because I'm a fucking streamer, okay? And I deserve to play. And I paid $500 for this, okay? Did you play No, you probably bought it for $40 on Steam Early Access. Get the hell off my server. Should have applied for the streamer client. Yeah, you know, but at the time, see, I was covering this game before that was ever a thing. I was also a much smaller YouTuber back then, too. But yeah, I was doing this before I ever heard of a streamer client. But it's okay. If I had to pay $500 to get into this 5 years ago, I'm going to have an opinion, right? So you guys might get more honest coverage out of me. With that said, whether I pay for a game or don't pay for a game, it literally does not affect my opinion. So many people get so mad when a YouTuber doesn't say if they were given a review code or something. I'm thinking in my head, I literally don't give a shit. If I get the game for free or not, it's not going to affect anything at all in my opinion. I always evaluate the game based on the price that everybody else has to pay. Whether I get it for free or not, that's how I evaluate it. Now, with that said, it's not like that for everybody, so I can understand why you should disclose things like that, but it literally plays zero effect on my opinion. You know what also plays zero effect is when I get invited places too. I don't care if I get invited to a big event and they give me wine and they take me all these places and they show me stuff. If the game sucks, when I get back, I'm going to say that it sucks. The only thing that might affect me is, for example, a lot of you guys know that I have a relationship with Larian Studios. I've seen them several times in person. They've invited me. They give me things. The only thing that if I get invited somewhere and I meet people from the studio, I'm not friends with any devs. Like I just know people, right? I'm not talking to these people on the daily, asking how their kids are and stuff like that. The only thing that I'm affected by is if I know a studio, like I know Larian, I know so many of their devs, I might be a little bit more respectful with my criticism versus like an EA game or something like that, where I might just completely trash on it and not be as respectful. Either way, the game is going to get the criticism. My language just might be a little bit different because I respect Larian and I know that they have good intentions, while maybe an EA company isn't the same way. But it's very easy because I've been through this whole mental game where I've met developers and I didn't like their game, and then I get back home and I'm like trying to inform my audience on it, and in my head I'm like, oh my god, those two developers were really nice and we were really having a good time, and now I'm going to talk shit about their game. How can I do that? I went through that whole mental process and evaluated how I'm going to handle this. And at the end of the day, I decided, it's better for me to just always be honest to my audience, because that's what matters the most. So not everybody's like that, but a lot more are like that than you would expect, because a lot of people just accuse every YouTuber of being a shill or something when they disagree with their opinion, so it gets taken too far. But why monologue in response to douchebag trolls? I'm not responding to anybody. I came up with this conversation on my own. I'm sitting in front of 500 something people right now with nothing to do, so I gotta rant about anything that comes to the top of my head. Streamers are the cancer of the gaming industry. Am I the exception? I completely disagree with that. With that said, I do miss the days where games weren't streamed and where there weren't any YouTube guides and stuff like that. That was a really nice time in gaming. When you played an MMO and you had to figure out raid mechanics on your own, those were good times. When you had to buy like a physical guide. Streamers come in all shapes and sizes, y'all. Some are obnoxious, some are shills, some are normal people. They're literally no different than anybody else. The problem is, like, the obnoxious streamers and the ones that do all sorts of crazy stuff, they make the headlines, so then everybody just assumes everybody else is like that. Yes, I'll be live streaming tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, an hour before the show starts. If I have a voice, because I'm already losing my voice. Figuring out Nax and Vanilla WoW before YouTube? Yeah, right? I remember I was playing Destiny 1, so Destiny was like the first FPS game that introduced FPS raids, 6-man raids. I remember we were going through Crota and the Vault of Glass, and this was at like the time where This was the first time where my friends and myself started like really consuming YouTube guide content. And I remember going through the first couple raids, and we had like a rule that nobody can look anything up. But then you knew that one friend was looking things up and acting like they weren't. And I was so pissed off that guide content existed. Because you could never get a pure experience where you just enjoy things. So I totally get where that sentiment comes from. With that said, I'm going to make a shit ton of guide content still. Yep, this is still in alpha right now. Oh, maybe I played the pre-alpha before. I can't remember what I played. I played the pre-alpha for this like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And then I played Alpha 1, which was like, I don't know, six months to a year ago or something like that. And now I think are we in the Alpha 2 or Alpha 3 now? I'm not sure. Now I'm one of them, exactly. Streaming industry is awesome. I very much enjoy watching game content and streamers' views. Great to hear. I'm Rush. Shut the hell up. This is Alpha 2 Phase 3. Thank you, Sinister. I do miss the days where YouTube guides were not all over the place, and it's even worse with the clickbait content. Yeah. For sure. What's up, Scott? I'll say one of the next Larian games will be sci-fi. I'm not of that opinion, really, but I know a lot of people are. Larian has used some tricky words. At the rate this is going, your live stream of the Game Awards will start before you get in. Now, to be fair, I started at 600, right? We're down to 321, so almost halfway. And I've been talking for what? And we've been hanging out for 15 minutes? I loved your BG3 content. Thanks, Sphere. I appreciate that. What's up, Justin? Shout out to my channel members out there. I could just run ads right now on you guys over and over and over again and try to make a shit ton of money. So let's see what happens. Ready? Honest question though, I'm gonna click. So when I do YouTube streams, I either do no ads during the stream or I set it at extremely low. There's 3 settings. There's completely unmonetized, which in a perfect world I would like to do, but this is my job too. And with the modern economy and the way things are going, there's not nearly as many donations and channel members as there used to be back in the day. So I run ads a little bit, but I run them on the low setting, the lowest you can possibly do, and the same on Twitch too. But there's a low setting. Let me show you guys this. Well, I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to talk about it. Where can I see this? There's a low setting, there's a medium recommended, and then there's like a high velocity setting of ads on YouTube. I think I have it on low right now. Has anybody gotten an ad during the stream yet? I honestly have no idea like how often an ad comes when you have it on the low setting. Get that bread. It's never been about getting the bread for myself, but we're in different times now, and if I'm gonna spend, 5 hours streaming of my day, you gotta be at least making something, right? Because I never would ever push anybody to donate or become channel members. It's just not something I do on the channel. I never have before. You got a couple already? Already? I pay YouTube so I don't have to see them? Wait, no, I don't think you... Wait. Oh, you're right. You have YouTube Premium. Okay. What really sucks on YouTube is I wish that on Twitch, when you're a Twitch sub to a channel, you don't get ads. On YouTube, it's not like that. So I have people that pay monthly, members on my channel, like Thanes, that will still get ads while they're watching, which is really annoying to me. Be nice to MRush. Down to 288. Let's go. I can only stream until like 5 or so. Then I gotta take a break and prepare for the Game Awards. I bought my no ads portion from YouTube. Nice, nice. So many people run ad blockers these days too. It's insane. I'll like say sorry for there being too many ads in a video or something, because sometimes I don't get to control it. Usually I can, but sometimes if you have a copyright claim, you don't get to control it. Then I'll get like 50 comments under that. Bro, I don't get ads anyways. I'm like, oh shit, man. MRZ, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the new members. What's up, Dragon? Thanks, MRZ. I appreciate it, man. Wolf is literally one of the only streamers I've ever seen that doesn't beg for subs, money, or Patreon. You know, I don't blame other streamers for... Well, I don't think anybody should beg. I don't blame other streamers for doing, like, goals and stuff like that. But even stuff like that, it just doesn't feel right to me. Even if I were... And I'm not saying... Like, I'm not morally good. Like, I might end up doing this one day. So I am not... Absolutely not trying to take a moral high ground. But the way I feel right now, if I even put a sub number on the screen, like... We're at 300 out of 500. That almost feels wrong to me, too. Because there's some sort of, like, manipulation going on there. For viewers, like telling them that I want that number to go up. It just doesn't feel right to me. But then again, if you get monetized by your community, you don't have to run ads and shit. Or you're a streamer that's monetized by their community, and you're a streamer that does a ton of sub goals, does all sorts of stuff like that, asks people to donate, and you take sponsorships and have ads. Then you made it, right? What's up, Purple? Seeing more Twitchers on Kick right now. Kick certainly, I mean, Twitch is way more popular than Kick, but Kick has a 95-5 sub split. So on Twitch, if you become a sub, 95% of streamers only get 50% of that. So if you become a $5 sub, the streamer gets $2.50, and then of course they're going to pay tax on top of that too. On YouTube, streamers get 30% of donations in memberships. So if you donate $10, the streamer gets... shit, I'm having a brain fart. Excuse me. The streamer gets 70%. YouTube takes 30%. So if you donated $10, the YouTuber gets $7. Of course, with tax coming off that too. Kick is 95.5. So... If you donate $100, the streamer gets $95. Now, with that said, I think the reason why they're able to do that is because Kick is owned by a company called Stake. And guess what? Stake is a gambling company, so... I think what Kick is, I think Stake expects people to come on Kick and then go to a gambling stream, and then they end up gambling, and then that's how they're able to pay streamers so much money. I'm on Kick right now. I only have 1 or 2 viewers at all times. So I'm not saying it's morally wrong to stream on Kick. I don't give a shit where you stream. But yeah, it's 95.5 over there, which is crazy. I pretty much never try to take a moral high ground on certain things because everybody's a hypocrite these days. It's crazy. I think it's good to have principles and morals and stand up for things, but I try to never take a high ground or be like a morality police to somebody. Because I guarantee that same person could look at my life and find something that I did that would make me hypocritical. Everybody likes to be morality police until it's not convenient for them, right? They're also really annoying people too, so. Booty Toast, thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. Oh, that's one thing I can shield. That's one thing I can beg you guys for. Twitch Prime. Give me all your Twitch Primes. I wish I was a streamer during the Twitch Prime era, when Amazon first made that a thing. Oh my god. These big streamers that have like 10, 20, 30,000 people watching them were getting like 10,000 people giving them Twitch Primes. And it didn't cost the viewer any money. That was crazy. I miss those days though. Or I wasn't on Twitch during those days because you couldn't multi-stream back in the day. Yeah, I think I worded that wrong. Morals and principles are very important, but you got to be careful if you're going to try to stand on a high ground over others with them. That's the point that I was trying to make. Sometimes I don't articulate things that well. Okay, we're down to 250. Thanos, thank you for upgrading to Apex Predator. I appreciate you. Thanks, Vin. You guys gotta admit it. Morality police are so freaking annoying. It's unbelievable. I could bring up some examples, but I don't want to. I think it's going to turn the chat into a. The examples are kind of controversial, and I don't want my chat to turn into that. Have a good day, Moonless. Thanks for stopping by. What's up, Stony? Thanks, Thanos. I get that, man. I don't have much time to watch streams myself. What's up, Orange? Dragon Pink subscribed at tier 1. Whoa. Dragon, you're one of my mods. You shouldn't be giving me money. What's up, Tony? Thanks for the Twitch Prime. I'm not even really talking about stuff like that, Scott. Just like, I'm trying to think of an example that's not divisive or not. I mean, that makes sense. That's not going to make my chat talk about politics or anything, because I don't want to. Here's an example. Here's a controversial example that's not related to politics or social issues. AI. I've seen some people, especially on Twitter, and listen, I don't care what you guys feel about AI. I don't care if you support it, if you hate it, it doesn't bother me. I'm not a big fan of it myself. I'm not really happy that it seems like we're heading that way, but I don't think there's anything we can do about it. But I've seen some people really scream at other people for playing a game that has some sort of AI in it. Now look at that same person, and that same person is playing games that are by companies like EA, Microsoft, what's another company? We have EA, Microsoft, and Ubisoft, all three of which are huge supporters of Gen AI. Microsoft even develops it. So you have this one person yelling at somebody for playing a game that has Gen AI in it, or has like a little bit of Gen AI in it, or AI voice acting a little bit, like such as Arc Raiders. I see people yell at some people that are playing Arc Raiders, while that same person is, you know, getting ready for Mass Effect 5, for example, or something like that. Mass Effect 5 is owned by EA, so if you buy Mass Effect 5 or you support it, you do anything with it, you're supporting AI. You do anything with Microsoft, you're supporting the future of AI. So it's just like everybody's hypocritical in different ways. I think you should draw a line somewhere. I think that's important, but you got to be careful when you start yelling at other people for their choices. That's what I'm trying to say here. Does that make sense, or am I not articulating things well? Like, by all means, be against AI. Stand up for it, you know, tell people how you feel about it, but don't yell at other people for doing something with it. Because you know you're a hypocrite. Shut the hell up. You know that you're sitting there on your iPhone, supporting child labor, driving an electric car. I have a hybrid. You know where those batteries are made from? Uh-huh. You know that you're throwing out shit when you should be recycling. It's almost impossible to avoid AI. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And I mean, like I said, I think it's fine if you stand up against it. That's perfectly fine to take that stance. And I think it's fine to be somebody that doesn't care either. You just got to be careful when you're yelling at other people for their choices, because it's a very, very muddy... ethical consumption's a very, very muddy area that a lot of people that are the loud ones in the ethical consumption space, they're not exactly the smartest. They can't think much beyond a single concept that they think is right or wrong. Everything's black and white for a lot of these people. See, even talking about AI though, see how my chats are starting to yell at each other. You guys aren't yelling at each other, but you guys are actually doing pretty good. But even talking about a subject like AI could turn my chats into a war zone. So be nice to each other. Like I said, I don't care if you support it or you hate it. Good for you. I'm proud of you. My team wolf or vampire? Depends on what type of vampire we're talking about. We talking Twilight vampires? Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate that. Shout out to Dragon Pink, a longtime mod of the channel, channel member, Twitch sub, everything. What chat do you love more, YouTube or Twitch? YouTube. The Twitch chat's too quiet. Nobody ever talks on Twitch. Today it's pretty active though. My Twitch chat is only big when I play a game that like fits my channel, like Baldur's Gate. With PC prices going up, what game do you think brings the most hours of gameplay in 2025? I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is one of them for sure. Unless you're talking live service or something like that, because you can play those games for forever. Tell Twitch chat that they suck. I would never do that. Oh yeah, another example of people being hypocritical. You got some people that are screaming at people for streaming on Twitch. Are screaming at people for streaming on Kick when they're streaming on Twitch. Twitch has its own set of problems. And so does YouTube. I promise you, YouTube and Google got their own set of problems if you look deep enough too. Make your own decisions. Speak your beliefs. But shut the hell up at the same time, okay? Let's make Twitch unwatchable. Yeah, I don't watch Twitch really, but I think... So anybody on... Those of you guys on Twitch right now, are you guys getting a ton of ads when I'm on the low setting? I have Twitch on its lowest setting, but I still think it's pretty high compared to YouTube. TwitchTube? What's the closest you've come to driving a hole-in-one on the links? Driving? I mean, I've gotten a hole-in-one before. It was on a par 3 course. It was a short hole. I think it was like 112 yards long. And I couldn't even see the flag stick. That's the crazy thing. It was just straight uphill. People getting a hole-in-one on a hole that you actually have to use a driver, that's very rare. Almost non-existent. Douglas, it counts as a hole-in-one, okay? Fucking kidding me right now? What's up, Grim? Alright guys, we're position 140 in the queue right now. For those of you guys that are just tuning in, this is the Ashes of Creation Early Access Alpha launch. It just came to Steam, which is why it's like a big deal right now. And they lowered the price to get into Alpha by a lot of money, so it's $40 now. And we're just checking it out, see what's going on, but the queue is pretty crazy because with the launch of any MMO, there's always a crazy high queue. And yes, I will be streaming the Game Awards tonight. I'll be live on this channel, the very channel that you're watching right now, at 7 p.m. Eastern. The show starts at 8. And I think it's going to be a big night because it looks like Larian Studios possibly might be revealing their next game. Douglas, my shoulder is so messed up. God. Yeah, I'll be streaming the entirety of the Game Awards for sure. Yep. Just know if Larian does release their next game, it's going to be all over the internet when you guys wake up. So if you're hoping to be surprised by a Larian announcement and you're going to watch the Game Awards in the morning, don't look at anything else on YouTube or go on Twitter or anything. Ashes of Creation is an mmorpg, yes. But like I said, it's an alpha. It's in a very incomplete state, a very testing state. And the game probably still has a very long way to go. So purchase at your own risk. Nice dragon. I don't know. What's today? Today's Thursday. I don't know if the hype's going to die down at all this weekend. I think tomorrow might be even bigger than today in terms of people trying to play because it's Friday. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this plays because like I said, I played the pre-alpha many years ago and it was very bare bones. And then I played the alpha launch, which was... I honestly don't... How long ago was that? Let me look it up on my channel. Oh, I'd have to find the stream. It's gonna... Streamed a million times since then. WolfheartFPS. God, I look like such an idiot. Alright, WolfheartFPS Alpha... Ashes Alpha stream. See how long ago that was. I don't even come up in the algorithm anymore. Oh, okay, so that, oh my god, that was 1 year ago. Yo! Maybe we'll watch a little bit of that so we can see a position 120 in the queue right now. I don't think I can turn the volume down, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to get like a streaming, what do you call it? Deck or something like that at some point in the near future. So let me pull up my old alpha stream. Hold on. So this was the alpha. I don't think I can lower the game music because I'm stuck in the menu. We'll just play without... Just look at a couple things real fast. This was the alpha over a year ago. I can't believe it was that long ago. It looks like I played a ranger. It was really bare bones. I can already tell that it's a lot different than this version of the game. The character creator was already way better too. I know the NPCs didn't really have much to say. Everything was very non-intuitive. Hopefully it's a little bit easier to understand this time. So we had that, then I went out into the world. Visually it looked pretty good, but hey, did I have a horse? Yeah, I played Alpha 1, yep. What are my expectations or hopes for Alpha 2? I don't really have any expectations or hopes. I just hope it looks better. I mean, the one hope I have is that I can notice an improvement from Alpha 1. That's all that I'm hoping for. I don't really have any expectations. So I played as a ranger, I think it must have been. Oh, and then we got kicked out a bunch of times. Empyrean Ranger. It's gonna be so funny when I finally get in. We're at queue, we're 91 in the queue. I'm gonna finally get in, and then I'm gonna end up playing for like 30 minutes, and then get off to get prepared for the Game Awards. And then people are gonna click on this after it's over, when it's a VOD, and it's gonna be 90% waiting in the queue. Oh, that was Alpha 1? What did you ask? I remember this, but it doesn't feel like that long ago. Is time even real? I know, right? What's supposed to be unique with Ashes of Creation? It's very unique when it comes to design concept and philosophy. It's very player driven. The entire game revolves around player systems. which is why earlier when we were talking, the person asked if can I play this game solo, and my answer was yes. But at its core, this game is designed around social systems. So you never truly can just I mean, I guess you probably could, but if you want a good experience, you're going to have to interact with other players in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what's wrong with my shoulder. I did something to it 3 months ago, and then I just kept pushing it like an idiot, and I got to a point of where I couldn't lift it above my head, and then I was able to lift it above my head, and then I screwed it up somehow again, and now simply typing on the keyboard, it starts to flare up the joint in here. Good thing is it's winter time though, so hopefully I can recover. So when spring hits, I can actually do some summer activities. Now it's time to show off your elite streamer skills. True, based. You have to entertain the audience for another half hour at least without playing any game. I'm one of the best in the industry at that. JD. Asses of creation. That's not very nice. So right now I have my desk as low as it can possibly go without my legs hitting it. And I have my monitor curled this way. So I'm like way above where my hand comes down onto the mouse and keyboard right now, because that feels better. I'm like looking down at the monitor. So that's me looking at the center of the monitor right now. And I have the monitor flipped this way. Not completely, but maybe 20, 30 degrees. Okay, we're down to 55. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. And we'll get things going, okay? It's going to be funny if I get in and I get kicked right away. Be right back. You guys looking at my ass? Who was that? How come it didn't move? I swear to God I left it was 51 and now it's still at 51. Yeah, this is the game right here. This is what you do. You stare at a number and watch it go down. I believe Larian said that their next game was going to be something different. So they said something different, but still familiar is the exact quote. So what could that mean? Could mean a lot of things. It could mean it's a Divinity game, but it's an action RPG. Could simply mean that they're doing like another CRPG style game with just a ton of innovation in it.
I can't talk about this.
Can you guys please donate to me for my shoulder surgery? The donation goal is $20,000. Some of these content creators out there be doing like GoFundMes and shit for like normal shit. I'm like, why the fuck are you special? What about the people that are watching you? They have their own problems too. Yeah, my deductible is actually $9,500. So when I got my knee meniscus surgery, year and a half ago, whenever that was, I paid for the entire surgery out of pocket. Fadian, thank you for the AED 729 for my shoulder surgery. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I want to get new tires for my car. I'd like to have winter tires because they get slippery here, so if you guys could donate for that too, I'd appreciate it. And I also, I'm thinking about there's this place near my apartment. It's called Core Eatery. The tacos are really expensive, but I'm trying to get 5 buffalo chicken tacos. They're like $5 each. So if you guys could donate for that too, I'd appreciate it. I'm also sad and depressed. So if you guys could donate for that too, I'd really appreciate it. Any reason why reviews are so bad on Steam? Well, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say that bad reviews for an alpha are probably expected. With that said, if they're already bad, I think people are just being stupid because any launch of any MMO is not going to have a smooth launch. So anybody that's already written a review is just a dumbass. Why not just ask for the new car? My car is still fairly new, but I could use a sidecar. You know, I should have a summer car and a winter car. So if you guys could donate for that, I'd appreciate that too. What's up, Nelly? Thanks, Nelly. I appreciate it. Honestly, I don't even know what that is. Are those Twitch bits? Oh, it's a cheer. What is a cheer? What is a cheer on Twitch? I've been streaming on Twitch for 3 years now. I don't even know what that is. But thanks, Nelly. Alaskan, thanks for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. For your taco edition. Okay, here we go. Everybody sit back, relax. Let's see what this MMO is all about in its alpha state. And I think I could probably stream for 2 hours, and then I gotta take a break before the Game Awards. If you have 2 cars, you don't need to change the tires. What's up, Mike? What are we funding? Sad, depressed? Yeah, yep. All the above. I'm sad, depressed, I want good food, I would like 2 cars. Could probably use a new computer too. And I'd like a nice framed picture of Hogwarts in my room somewhere. Like we're talking like a $500 piece of artwork, not some stupid ass 20. Oh baby, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. What's up, nerd? Okay, this is where we started in the alpha phase 1. Look at my little dwarf, man. Oh, it feels good. I love the music in this game. All right, it's gonna be a very bad stream Okay, just so you guys know, people that have been playing the alpha are going to understand the controls and know what to do. I'm going to have no idea what's going on. So warning given. We got social combat trade. We got people talking in the general chat. We got health up here, followed by mana and stamina. PvP opt-in protection. This character is protected from uninitiated PvP actions. Ambusher. When attacking targets from behind, you gain a 10% crit bonus. Down here, top right, we have the mini-map. Varian Night Cycle. It's 3:08 a.m. in the world. Current season, winter. Our quest is meet with the Gatewatcher. I've crossed from Sanctus into Vera through a divine gate and into the ruins of Ayla. The Kalar Empire and the Sunfire Consortium each maintain footholds here in the region known as the Riverlands. I've been instructed to meet with the Gatewatcher. And we have, is this crafting menu? Character menu. All right. So my dwarf strength is 56, intelligence 24. Bruh. Intrepid is racist against dwarves. You got to be kidding me. Constitution 33? The dwarf's going to have something. Okay, view and manage your current equipment and cosmetics. Drag or select items to or from your inventory to equip or unequip them. All right, so I probably have cosmetics because I bought into the game a long time ago, but I don't really care about that. Your character stats determine your strengths and weaknesses. View and manage your artisan equipment. View your current settlement, citizenship, and reputation. View any information about your launched caravan, ship, or mule. All right, so artisanship right here, gathering, processing, crafting, afflictions, or affiliations. We are unaffiliated right now. Becoming a citizen of a settlement helps it grow and grants you special benefits. You can find information here about nearby level 3 or higher settlements. The remaining tab shows additional information about your settlement. All right. Diplomacy, global war leaderboard. Okay, and then we got down here, inventory. This item tab holds all of your general items, such as equipment, tools, and consumables, and mounts. Search and filter options can help you find specific items. The materials tab holds valuable items that can be used in crafting. Quest tab holds unique items for quests. Gotcha. Gold is the primary currency of Vera. Scrip is granted for supporting settlements and can be used by unique and valuable items. Okay, we got that. Quest items, etc. And then we have the journal, the map. Let's press M, see what that's looking like. Whoa, wow, this is definitely improved from when I played. This is way better. Oh, this is cool. Might have to turn up the volume a little bit. All right, so I am right here on the map. Lionhold Independent. We have other players showing up for some reason. The Winstead region, Miraleth region, Jova, Halcyon. Very cool. I like this down here. I want to join a settlement down here in the wood area. Oh, and then the desert area. This is cool, man. Okay. What else do we got? Just going to go through this stuff before we start playing. First steps. What is this? Destinies are paths that will guide your progress through Vera. Some paths are locked until certain criteria are met. Each destiny contains a constellation of objectives. As you complete them, the stars will illuminate. Selecting a star will show its objectives and your progress. Claim your rewards when it's completed. Claim additional rewards as you complete objectives. All right, so the first steps. Take your first step into the new world. These are like challenges, I guess you could say. Once you've acquired a mount, you can summon it by using it from your inventory. Summon a mount 0 out of 1. Player rewards 200 XP. This is pretty cool. All right, what's next? Okay, we got the guild screen. Not currently a member of a guild. We have the friendship screen. Group manager screen. All right. Diplomacy. You're not currently a citizen. All right. And then I guess I have some rewards. I don't even care about that right now. Citizenship. We're not a citizen. Okay, let's start playing. Let me go to options real fast. Game options. We're going to turn up the music a little bit. Maybe the volume 2. For gameplay, just going to leave everything on its base settings and we'll just see as we go. Oh, don't feel good. All right. Let's do it. Here we go. Meet with the Gate Watcher. You guys recognize any names around here? I remember last time I was in, Soda Poppin' was right here in the beginning. I don't recognize any names. All right, let's go talk to the Gatekeeper, I guess, which is straight ahead. In the Alpha first phase, you used to talk to the guy right here. I used to play World of Warcraft zoomed in like this. I know it's not tactical, but it made me feel much more immersed in the world. Look at my little dwarf, man. He's got some ups, doesn't he? You recognize WolfheartFPS. So the music is so relaxing in this game. Okay, we got the Gate Watcher right here. How do I speak? F. By the light of the Phoenix, you stand once more upon Vera. If you value wisdom and renewal, the Sunfire Consortium welcomes your fire. Our outpost Semia's Hope lies to the east. If you seek order and conquest, speak with my friend, Gatewatcher Bronson, and find purpose in Lionhold to the west. Wisdom and renewal. Semia's Hope and Lionhold lead in opposite directions. You can only choose one. What do we value? Order and conquest? I think we're gonna go wisdom and renewal. Let's do that. All right, then your path lies east. That was loud. Our first foothold in Vera's reborn lands. The Sunfire Consortium gathers there, scholars, healers, and mages devoted to wisdom and renewal. While magic blooms here, its beauty conceals danger. Danger? Yes, goblins. Okay. Clear the path of sickly goblins. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me just run over here. I'm surprised the game is actually running this well. For the launch of early access alpha? Like, that's crazy. And Steam? So bravo to Intrepid for that. I'm getting 120 FPS. Or what is FG? Why does it say FG? In the top left. Here's the portal that we came through. You found a gathering point, a location where valuable materials can be harvested from the environment. Materials can be processed for crafting or sold. Can I go back through the gate? All right, let's go do the first objective. R is what? R is blocks. You guys can see my character. Wow, that's going to be really... There's going to be some funky controls I'm going to have to take a while to get used to. So we can hold that down. That's really cool that you can do that with a rogue. Left shift is sprint. Z is insufficient stamina. I don't know what that means. Z. Well, get your stamina back, dude. Holy crap. 3 out of 100 stamina. Why is it not coming back? And then E is dagger combo attack. Swipe and stab your dagger in front of you. Very nice. Then we have stealth. And then stab. Deals 125 pierce damage. Consumes advantage to deal a bonus 125. And apply exposed. Backstab. This ability deals 50% more damage from behind. Okay. Oh. Oh, they're going to go with sprinting costing stamina? Wow. To be fair, the base speed right now is pretty fast. So I kind of like that. It's going to add like another layer of tacticalness onto the combat and stuff. Whoa. How we doing volume-wise? Everything sound okay? Yeah, everything runs well right now. You guys see that summons? All right, why can't I unlock... When do I get to unlock this? Left alt is what? For some reason I can't do it. Trying to fight goblins out here in the thick of it. How do you attack? Okay. Do I have to hold down E? It's very loud. You can turn on auto attack in the settings. Okay. Gameplay, camera, and movement. Combat. Show combat status. Auto attack enabled. All right, let's do that because that felt really foreign to me, having to hold down that button while fighting. After melee combat. Okay. I guess I'll just do that for now. Held ability behavior, release to cast. I'll leave everything else the way that it is. There's probably some key binding changes that I could do. All right, let's go back in. Here we go. All right, there we go. Now I feel like I'm playing World of Warcraft. Do a stab. Oh shit, let's go, baby. Why doesn't left alt do anything? I'm gonna hold down R. All right, so we're blocking, but I'm still taking some damage. Chicky nuggies. All right. You guys can see I'm going to use stab right now. It's like a more powerful attack. For some reason I can't. I have to unlock stealth though. I don't know how to. Select all. Okay. So what is this left alt? Hold enables using hostile actions. Oh my god. I thought it was like dodge or something. I'm over here almost enabling myself for PvP. Enables using hostile actions against non-combatant players. Don't want to do that. Why is Z dodge? I can't. That is not going to work. Z to dodge? What a stupid keybind. I literally have to flip my hand over. Okay, what would I make dodge? Dodge should be left alt. So let's switch these up right now. This is a basic command. Why would you set enabling hostile actions on alt and have dodge be on E, or dodge be on Z? Like, that should be the other way around. You're not always enabling hostile actions, but you're always dodging. All right, see if I can change that real fast. Key bindings, movement. Toggle sprint, move forward, move right, jump, sit, ascend, descend, toggle sprint, auto run. Dodge. So we're going to do dodge, left alt. Yes. All right. PvP force flag. We're obviously not doing that right now, so I don't even care what button it is, but much better, much better. Look at that, folks. Okay. I think I did my quest. Meet with the Sunfire Asim Aslam. How is that? Okay. Push on. Look at this. This is a summon right here. Trying to look at the other players. Okay, we're going to meet with whatever this character is. Let me check my game settings. I feel like the game doesn't look as good visually as it did a year ago. System, display graphics. I'm on Ultra. Okay. I appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up on the stream. Thank you. And just a little reminder, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be going live for the Game Awards. So if you guys want to hang out with this community. What's up, Braz? Frame generation? Maybe Shadow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hold down R again, test out this block a little bit. See how much damage I actually take. Hold on, we're blocking. Not much. You'd think if you're a tank with like a shield, you could probably block 100%, I'm assuming. This guy's stealing my shit. I might have to enable PvP right now and teach him a lesson. Some good music. I hate how like the combat more games need to have separate settings and toggles for combat music versus ambient music. So where's my XP bar? I want to know. Oh my god, I switched to a bow. Don't know how I did that. I did it somehow. Hugh. Okay, so look, we have daggers, then I have a bow. Perfect. I am going to go in the settings and we're going to set the combat. We're going to set the bow on too, so it auto holds, because I'm a OG World of War. I am as OG as it comes when it comes to World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft pre-Burning Crusade, and I had like 60 days in it or something like that of in-game time. You guys are already calling me Legolas? Appreciate that. Okay, look, we have an orc right here. The Vec. Wow. Quite tall. Why is nobody playing as a dwarf but me? Alright, I am Asim, Sentinel of Admission for the Sunfire Consortium and Guardian of Samia's Hope. You may proceed. Samia's Hope awaits in the valley below. Okay, we have the title of Emir. Bear it proudly when you seek audience with Emir, as you must do now. Farewell, traveler. The footsteps need to be a little bit louder. Yeah, and then like, you gotta have like combat sound effects separate from footsteps. You barely hear the character's feet, but when you swing a sword, it's 4 million times louder. This is very different from what I remember. Look at my dwarf's little feet. You guys can't hear the music right now? I have a 4080 GPU. Is that a dwarf rogue? Yes, it is. Yeah, the music is very, very relaxing. What's up, Kira? Just starting now, so I can't really say. We do hear the music. Okay. Might just need a Q-tip, my friend. Man, the summoner, these people that have these summons right here is making me feel like I want to play summoner. This is really cool. Let me in here. Damn it. I am Emir Osam Arkor, steward of Samia's Hope. You come seeking purpose, the flame welcomes you. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Let me see your medallion. Yes, it simmers true. Take this steed, Samian breed, or bred. Its stride is sure, its spirit bright. Treat it with respect and it will carry you farther than gold ever could. Welcome to Vera. Alright, I've crossed from Sanctus into Vera through a divine gateway and into the ruins of Ayla. The Kalar Empire and the Sunfire Consortium each maintain footholds. I met with the Sunfire Aslam, who granted me the insignia of Endless Flame, marking my lawful arrival with the Consortium. I must descend into Samia's Hope and seek audience with Emir. So that's what we just did. We are getting Dull Glint. Consolidate a full stack. Can be sold to vendors. And 824 XP. Alright, you fight with purpose, yet your spirit drifts. The Ember Spring anchors us. It binds your coil to our cause. You are not yet attuned. I cannot build a fortress on shifting sand. Attuned. Yes, attuned. The Root Warden tends to the fire at Samia's Hope. Seek them out. They will guide you the right to tie your coil to this place. Alright. Speak to the Root Warden of Samia's Hope. Player rewards. Arm guard box, which has bracers, bindings, or more bracers, and then Dull Glint. Accept. So just so you guys know, those of you guys that don't know anything about Ashes of Creation, I'll once again state that this is alpha, so judge accordingly. But as you guys can see right here, this is like a little bit of a village. I'm assuming this is a node right here. And the more players that join this, that are like me, that are here leveling and questing up, the more experience this node is going to get. And eventually, it's going to level up and turn ultimately into what could be a metropolis, a huge thriving city. Nodes usually start off as just like a little bit of a wagon, and then people do things there, then it turns into like a town or a village, then a city, and then a metropolis. There's like 5 or 6 stages or something. But this is the early stages, I think, of a node right here. I could be wrong. This might not actually be a node. But that's kind of like the general consensus behind the game is you work in a region with the players that are around you to grow a city together. And then you can actually take that city from other players. Wow, that looks pretty cool. All right, how do I summon my steed? Did he give me a steed? I think he did. Or am I going to get a steed right from that? Let's check my inventory. Yes, okay, so here we go. So I have materials in a resource bag. Items, Samian Courser. 700 health, 135% ground speed. Use it, right click. Okay. Oh, I can't do it right now. Weapon skill points available. All right, so we're already leveling up. Yeah, so keep in mind, Braz, it says FG next to it, so I don't know if that's frame generation or what setting I have enabled, but it's running pretty good regardless. But all right, so we have the skill tree for the rogue. The base archetype. It looks like I have all these bottom skills. The skill tree is the potential of your archetype manifested. Select active abilities on the tree and confirm your changes to add them to your repertoire. Some abilities are unlocked automatically as you level up. These do not cost any skill points to use. Cool. You'll gain skill points every time you level up. You can review how many available and total points you have in the bottom left. Your weapon proficiency and stamina also improve with use and have their own dedicated skill points and trees. This is another thing I like about this game is not only do you have a primary archetype, which is your base class, and then also a secondary archetype, which is the second class that you kind of morph into. You also have weapon skill trees and stuff like that, so you can really make a unique character. You could be like a tank that uses wands or something like that because you have the wand skill tree leveled up. Your weapon efficiency and stamina also improve with use and have their own dedicated skill points and skill trees. All of your abilities can be found in the skill book along with other generally useful skills. Okay, I currently have, where does it say how many skill points I have? I have 1 out of 1. I have a throw skill right here. I think the only ones that are lit up are the ones that I can get. So we have acrobatic strike. Quickly strike your target 3 times for 33% physical damage, maybe also making them off balance. If your target is facing you, you gain advantage. Lacerate is 75% physical damage and applies bleed. Thump is deal 50% bludgeon damage, apply dazed and apply silenced. Sounds like it would be good for PvP. Kick deals 30% bludgeon damage and applies tripped. Flurry, quickly strike your target twice for 50% physical damage, gain flurry. Physical speed increased by 10. And feint, dash behind your target with a fainting strike, dealing 70% physical damage. Gain guile, evasion increased by 20%. I want to take flurry. They have like a base damage increase. For now. Okay, cool. Oh, and then that goes up there. Interesting. Wow. All right. So let's take a quick look at, these are the passive skills right here. Ambusher, stealth, stab, dash. And we have our weapon skills. All right. So rusty daggers. This is so much more developed than it was when I played it a year ago for phase 1 for alpha. This is good. This is good to see. I like this. All right, so we have Rusty Dagger skill trees and then the Splintered Shortbow skill tree. So for Rusty Dagger, I have 1 weapon point to spend. It looks like we have to start at the bottom. Weapon skill slot. Select one of the following skills. Deadly Finisher, which is a bleed. Deadly Finisher Snare. Deadly Finisher Wound. Okay. All right, let's choose... Snare. Is that going to passively apply? I don't know for sure. And then for the short bow, let's see what we have. Deadly finisher, bleed, deadly finisher, snare. Just do snare again. Confirm choices. And then there's a whole stamina skill tree. That's crazy. And then skill books. Love the audio. Yeah, me too so far. Your experience is the yellow bar below. Oh, I see it down here. You guys can see it. So I'm level 2 right now, 34% through it. Hope mounts will be a big thing in this game. They will be. There is so like this when it comes to mounts. Even though this is an alpha, in the pre-alpha that I played like 5 years ago, there's so many cool mounts. I did a bunch of tests on the channel with like otters, all sorts of things. I think mounts are definitely going to be a big part of this game. I wish I could go invisible. Caster is observed and cannot enter. Oh, wait. Yes. Now I just need sap. Is it called cold blood? I'm trying to remember World of Warcraft rogue skills. Sap, ambush, cold blood, sap, ambush again. Very nice. All right, so we got to start opening with backstabs. We greet you as one voice. This ember spring rises from the rootway, gentle and steady. This is the first step. Death is the inevitable next. All coils loosen in time. When one falls near a tended ember spring, a trace of their spirit lingers along the rootway. Attunement strengthens the tether, but only to a single spring. Attuned to the hope. Set at home point to revive upon death. Cheap shot. Oh, I have a stamina point I gotta spend. Alright, you are now attuned to Samia's hope. Return to Amir. Let's go back to my skill book. Stamina. I do have 1 stamina point to spend. So what do we have here? You start where? Probably down here. So all of these cost 2. So I can't spend the stamina point yet. I think I have to have 2. But we have increase of movement while sprinting. Dodge has a 5% chance to clear dazed, weakened. While guarding, the duration of incoming control effects is reduced by 10%. I think it's really cool how you can really create such a unique character compared to somebody else. So many different things that you can level into. Alright, let's return to Amir. I wish I knew how to use my horse. Why is everything grayed out? Unsellable bound. Anybody know how to summon the horse or why I can't get it right now? PvP, targeting. Interact, mount is G. Or is that interact with mount? Not sure. What's up, Games Reaper? Go to the stables? Okay. Alright. Targeting enemies. Press tab to target the nearest enemy. Press again to cycle through nearby enemies. Press E to attack with your equipped weapon. Each weapon type has its own unique combos that can trigger powerful finishers. You can swap between melee with Q. Press I or left mouse button to execute your first skill. Use stamina actions to avoid or block incoming attacks. Hold R with block. With a shield or melee weapon, press left alt to dodge. Defeated enemies may drop materials. Oh god, I just skipped through all those. Crap. Oh well. I thought it was giving me a repeat one. The world is just, it looks so, everything looks so dark and gloomy today. I don't remember it looking like that when I last played. It's fine, but everything just looks kind of muted. Alright, the Ember Spring has taken your coil. You are no longer drifting smoke, but are anchored in time. Amir Arkor summoned me for a mandatory attunement. Gotcha. Here we go. We're getting the arm guard box. And Glinch. We take you into Sand Squall with us today, but our larders are bare. The desert demands its tithe, and we're unable to pay. The desert takes its due. Food, water, anything that can keep us alive out here. Food is gone. Alright, Sly Zareem awaits judgment in our brig, smirking at my guards. Make him speak. Find out where he hid our bread. Does he have another quest or is he just marked? Where are the stables? I tried dragging the horse icon to the bar. It didn't work. Might get better graphics if you disable DLSS. Really? I never noticed a difference when I do that. It's okay. It's not bad. I just thought it looked better when last time I played it. I don't really care about that, especially in an alpha. It looks fine. I don't like how the sound effects of my character are so low. Yet when I get into combat, everything's way too loud. Supposed to be someone in here? Our guy? There he is. A new hound for the Emir. You smell of dust and panic. Did he send you to beg for scraps? Scraps? The flatbread. I wouldn't touch Amir's grain. Last I heard, something was left near the easternmost tower. Okay, we're going to the easternmost tower now. I like how they have descriptions of everything here, though, too. This is nice. Alright, I'll go into the DLSS and we'll see here. Multiple people are saying it. Let's go graphics. DLSS performance, so let's go to quality. Actually, you guys might have been onto something. That actually does look different. It's definitely a little bit brighter, so thank you guys for that. Should have trusted you when you first told me. I thought you guys were talking about turning DLSS on and off. And I always like having it on because it does noticeably increase frame generation, but that does look better. Thanks, Thanos. Thanks, Dragon. I'm in the client for an hour and 30 playtime. Not able to play. Should I refund or what to do? Welcome to the world of MMOs, J-Mend. It's up to you if you want a refund, but you should know anytime an MMO launches, it's going to be a rough launch. Never play on launch weekend if you're not ready to be frustrated. Oh man, what do we got? Are these? Is that player flagged? I think we have some PvP going on here. No, it's not PvP. I don't think. Yeah, some of these players are flagged. You guys see the little purple icons right here? These are players that are flagged for PvP, so I could attack them right now. How do I get it? I can't believe I can't go invisible until I'm like completely hidden from everybody. Yeah, I'm actually impressed that that I actually got in and I'm playing right now. So to me, this has been a pretty good launch. I had to wait, what was that, like 40 minutes to get in or something like that? But this is, I expected this to be horrible today. Okay, search for the dead drop. Crate of stolen flatbreads. Return to the stolen flatbreads. Did somebody tell me in chat how I'm able to get the horse? Somebody said go to the stables. But why would I have the horse in my inventory? Maybe I have to learn it. I apologize if one of you guys told me. I just missed it in the chat, but I'll keep an eye out for it this time. I want to try a backstab on one of these guys. Let's get invisible again. There we go. I don't like how hard it is to get into stealth as a rogue. Okay, we're going to go for a backstab on this guy right here. Oh, he's going to be dead. Oh, let's go. Oh, that's a player. That's a player. Shit. Should I kill the player? Oh my god, I'm so tempted right now. I'm so tempted. These people walking around flagged for PvP like they're the bee's knees. Probably somebody who's been playing the alpha since it came out like 7,000 hours. All right, what is this on the map? I think the alpha goes on until the game until forever, Tev. I don't think there's a time frame. I could be wrong. Might not be a time frame for this one though, now that it's a Steam launch. All right, so I had an icon on the map. Now it went away. Oh, here it is. Do you need assistance? Tell me about yourself. I am Farzan, head of this current Scholars Academy. Since it's alpha and it's also an MMO, we're not going to read all the quest descriptions. Maybe when the game comes out and when I want to learn about lore and stuff. Tell me about your caravan. Our caravan from Samia's Hope ran into trouble on the way to Oakenbane Keep. Okay. So another unique aspect of this game is the caravan system. So you quite literally will have caravans that don't fast travel. They have to go on the roads to other villages and other settlements and other nodes. So nodes can trade with each other. And these caravans can be attacked by players too. And you'll actually see caravans going down the road from other nodes as trade progresses. It's pretty cool. Oh, this looks so much better. Thank you guys for the DLSS tip. I have no idea how much content there is. I would assume probably not a shit ton once we get a little bit further into the game. Will they wipe early access? I thought that I heard Stephen say that they're trying not to, but it probably will happen, but they're trying not to if they don't have to. It will be wiped before the next major phase though, like before beta or before 1.0, which could be years and years away. Definitely a wipe. So you're never going to have this character forever, but it seems like you'll be able to play this character for at least a little while. Ooh, it seems like I got a speed. Did this player die? The player died. I'm a rogue, man. I'm supposed to steal. Holy crap. That is awesome. The guards saw me steal from a player that was downed. I guess I deserve it, right? Yeah, I think this is just a grave pile of idiots, and I'm one of them. Like, people keep coming up here and stealing and just dying. Now there's a big pile. So you have died, durability minus 1%, XP debt minus 774, which is 4% XP I just lost. So this game is a little bit more hardcore than your traditional MMO. You revive automatically at the selected location when time expires. 5 minutes. All right. Nobody knew how to get a horse? Okay, it's all good. Don't see anything in the description. Everybody's riding their horses. I'm over here. I can't figure it out. Okay, let's go turn this quest in. So what is that right there? Last death. Oh, that's my death location. PvP is also very punishing. Yeah. Oh, noisy. Stealth level reduced by 5. Look at all these things I have going on right now. I get out of stealth. We return, the crate intact. Zareem gave it up. He's a thief, not a philanthropist. To surrender food is to admit defeat. Alright. So I just got a lost handbox, dim glint, and then dull glint. Now I join them in death. Yeah, you guys see how like my entire inventory just seems like it's grayed out for some reason. I don't know if that's just how it's supposed to look or what. So look, I can't even use cheese. See how I'm right clicking on it? It doesn't even let me eat food. So I have a feeling that it might be bugged. Attacking a combatant. Combatant players who are flagged for PvP have purple names and PvP icons. Attacking or killing them will not incur a penalty, but will make you a combatant and fair game for PvP. So they have a whole flagging system in this game where if you're flagged for PvP and you attack somebody that's not flagged, it's very, very punishing. If I were to attack somebody that is flagged, it's not going to be as punishing for me if I end up dying. What is this right here? Samuel's. Alright, I need a scholar's eye, not a sword. Go to Cleric Bayham. He excels in matters of poisons and cures. Bring the suspicious bread to Cleric Bayham, so he's going to inspect it because it was poisoned. So we'll go find the cleric now. Man, the map is so much better than it was before. And I think I could just go anywhere I want, actually. So I could have ran all the way over here and started doing a settlement over here and helping them out. But we're just doing it right here for now, so that's fine. Inventory filters. Such an MMO noob. Oh. How come there's no all items in your bag? You have to be filtered on something? Great catch, y'all. All right. That's pretty silly, but let's go ahead and summon my horse. Whoa. Okay. Dash. Leap off your mount. So before I end the stream, we'll just go running out into the... Actually, right now, let's take a look. Let's see what's going on here. How do I go faster? Not letting me go faster. Just take a look down here and see what's going on. What's up, Benny Bone? Yep, this costs $42.99 right now on Steam. But keep in mind, it's an unfinished game in its alpha stages. I'm fairly certain that any of you guys that are playing this that haven't kept up with development might end up being for a disappointment, because I think when you get to like a certain point outside of the starter area, like there's not much to do. You're just grinding enemies over and over to reach the max level, which is low. So do not buy this game expecting that you're going to be playing an MMO, like actually making a character that lives in the world forever and stuff like that. Might be the worst horse. The horse movement's all right. I don't know how to go faster though. It won't let me. It doesn't look too bad. What are you talking about? I've seen worse. Interesting to see if it has dungeons. I believe it does, because when I played a year ago, it had dungeons, so it probably does. And yes, party composition is important. Yeah, I'm doing left shift. It's not doing anything. Oh, what's this loot right here? Should I... Just kidding. Not safe out here. I have some suspicious bread for you, sir. Fascinating and troubling. I'm to confirm anything. I'll need more. This red substance is a mystery to me, and there's little I can glean from it. I need an unadulterated sample, and we need to learn where common bandits learn to employ such techniques. Go to their camps. See if you can find more. Sure thing. Uh-oh. We lagging out? Something's happening. Wonder what the button is to call the horse. Wonder if I can drag it. There we go. Now I can drag it to the hotbar. Okay, so we'll put that on. I'll just put it on 5 for now. Bunch of pocket dungeons. All right, here we go. Find information about the poison. Man, it's so hard to go invisible as a rogue. Gotta try out my new abilities. My god, everybody's competing here. Oh shit, what'd I just do? Did I just flag for PvP? No, I didn't. Okay. This guy's pretty tough. Come on, shoot the arrow. This feels pretty good. I think we're all competing for loot right now or something. Alright, I leveled up. Let's back up a little bit after I kill this jabroni. Dude, I'm so good at this game. It's actually insane. Are you guys seeing that? Didn't miss a single shot right there. This is not tab targeting. I had to aim every single one. Okay, alright, here we go. Let's go to... Okay. Alright, I have a skill point. No, wait, I don't have a skill point. I didn't level up. Damn it. Never mind. Don't know what that was that popped up. Find information about the poison. Yeah, I know, but it won't let me interact with anything on the ground. Let's go back. Yeah, I was trying to loot corpses, but it wasn't letting me, is what I'm saying. I wonder if you have to loot a corpse that you killed. Like, see how I'm up here? Like, I can't do anything unless it's already looted. I don't know. Not letting me do shit. Let's see if I can get the hit on a character. Oh, here's loot right here. Food rations, okay. Okay, I'm looting things on the ground that aren't actually under the quest marker for some reason. Here's one right here. I can't loot it? Okay. Go back to my dagger. Wonder why I can't use skills right now too. There we go. Let's do a little farming here. Oh yeah, look at that. Backstab, baby. Let's go. Alright, let's see if I can find one more of these things because the volume is way too loud here. Hey, I got it. Let's go. Did I farm until level 3? I think I'm going to. A little bit out though. Hey, stop stealing my kill. Should I flag for PvP and kill that stupid elf? That stupid knife here. Shit, that was bad. I'm sorry. Can hand anyway. Damn, I hope you heal soon, man. All right, so return to the cleric. All right, a recipe marked with a burning eye. What could they hope to gain from this? Why use such an odd regent? The bread is cursed corrupted, a malady referenced in old tomes. There may be methods to combat this, but they are old and unproven from before our ancestors fled this land. Level 3. Alright, seek ritual sites near the bandits. I wish it was like The Witcher, where when you call in Roach, she can just runs at you and you just grab him by the reins and... Whoa, look at it up here. This is cool. Make friends and join a guild. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure how much I'm going to play the alpha, so... Like I said, I'm not investing myself too much into this game when it's in its early alpha state. Really just checking it out today, and then... I might keep playing it. We'll see. Oh man, what do we got here? Really? Is Ramus gonna help me or what? Looks like he is. Let's get it, brother. Come on. Accept the invitation. Here we go. It's all about socialization. You guys see what I'm saying? All right. You gonna lead the charge, my man? You look a lot... I don't want to say buffer than me, but... Oh my god, look at his face. He's just as ugly as I am. This would be an awesome story right here. The story of Wolfheart and Ramus, the orc and dwarf that took over Vera. Alright, I guess I'm going to lead the charge here. See if I can get invisible for... Oh, yes, sir. Here we go. You ready for this, brother? Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, we'll take them all. Ramus and Wolfheart. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dude, I'm kicking ass right now. I would like to get backstabs. I'd have to help him out. Hold on. I'll let him target and then I'll hit the backs. That's probably the way to do it with the rogue. Gotta keep going. Yeah, so we're not getting... Oh, I got it right here. Let's go. Nope. Might be bugged. I'm about to die. Good practice, good muscle memory from me right now. I'm already getting carpal tunnel though. See ya, bride. Maybe see you later tonight. Alright, this quest doesn't seem to be working here. I'm about to die too. Do I have potions? getting XP right now, so. Yeah, I think we're bugged out here, maybe. First step, Destiny is bugged. Wonder if that's the one I'm on? No. Hand-eye coordination. Alright, well, I can go to... Maybe it's enough. Maybe I'm good at this location. I just gotta go to the next location. Let's see. Ramus already went to the next location. Remember when I started this quest, there was 3 circles on the map. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Is there sound? Wait, you guys can't hear? Infinite mobs. It's either a bugged area, but so you're gonna see a lot of that in the alpha. So, I mean, the game is not gonna have infinite mobs, but you're gonna see a lot of bugged out and areas where there's like too many creatures in one spot. What's up, Sesame? I'm gonna go check where Ramus is right now. I wonder if I can leave the... Okay, I can leave it and maybe pick it back up. But I think... Nice. Okay, so archetype skill points. So I grabbed Flurry last time, which... Does it unlock this? No, I can't get that right now. We have Feint, Kick, Throw. Throw a spinning blade at your target to deal 100% pierce damage and apply bleeding. Doesn't seem like a bad skill to have, actually. Thump, Lacerate, Acrobatic Strike. I'm gonna grab the Feint one because it sounds cool. And I think you can just respec for free. Is it grindy? I think the alpha is going to be really grindy. Yes. So far, it hasn't really been, or it hasn't really been. All right, I'm going to abandon the quest. What is this right here? What the hell? Might as well kill it. I think I'm doing some pretty good DPS though. I don't say so myself. Alright, so you guys see on the map right now, look at this. So I think there's a player that flagged for PvP and was killing players that weren't flagged. So I think it shows me, I could be wrong. It shows on the map. Oh no, maybe not. Never mind. I take it back. It says Angry Harvest, level 3, active player 0. So maybe that's like a world boss or something like that. I think, though, if you do kill players that aren't flagged, if people are members of certain types of nodes, their location will be revealed on the map for bounty hunting. Look how detailed it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go back to town. I'm going to abandon that quest, and we'll see if I can... Maybe I should put some bread on my... some cheese on my hot bar. Let me eat one and see what it does. You just getting health back. Oh yeah, look at that ability. Try to do it again. This is already way better though overall, at least initially the way it feels than it was a year ago. All right, we're gonna use I'm gonna use my new ability for you guys, Feint. Cool. I'll leave party too. Unclick all filters and bags. Am I stupid? I don't see an option for that. Where's the all? Filter weapons, filter armor, filter accessories, filter consumables, filter miscellaneous. Where's the no filter? I don't see it right here. Maybe it's in my settings. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and abandon that quest. And I'm going to hop on my horse. Wrong button. Come on, horse. There we go. See if I can pick that quest back up. I'm not sure how that works. We're going to head back to that area. Make sure they're all grayed out. So yeah, so they're all grayed out right now. Oh, I get it right now. Okay. Hold on. I didn't realize it was graying out when I did that. All right, now we got it. That is confusing as hell. Why not just have everything show and then allow people to turn on the filters? Like, by default, it should be like that. I see right now, so when you click, you can do multiple at one time. I gotta get my rewards out of my chest. Okay, let's get off the horse. We're gonna open up these chests. All right, so I got lost bracers, 37. Light armor, medium armor, 19. And then 37, 8 dexterity, 25 crit, and this is heavy armor. I wonder if medium's a valid choice. Let's do it for a rogue or not. Okay, we got those on right now. Got gloves, disable evasion, 30 disable evasion, 22 defense, 22 magic defense. I'm just gonna keep doing medium. I like playing classes that are like traditionally agile, but then wearing a little bit heavier of armor than a typical player does. All right, and then we got a breastplate, light armor, heavy, and a medium. Let's grab the medium. Put that on. Whoa, look at my guy right now. That looks pretty good. And then we have cosmetics down here. Looks like you can put a cosmetic over any weapon. I don't really like that, but it is what it is. It's fine. These games pretty much... It seems like these games have to have cash shops in order to survive these days, MMOs. So cosmetics the way to go. This company's very loud with their support for not being pay to win, so I like Intrepid's mindset on that. So I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to go out into the world if I can't get this quest back. And we're going to see what's out there. Oh, you know, it was the cleric, I think, that gave me that quest. Oh, you can see it actually. It's behind the grave marker. I don't know if the auction house is in early access or not, but it's going to be a big part of the game for sure, especially for people that like to participate and be civilians of economic nodes. So depending on the node that you join, you can get passive benefits too. So if you're part of like a military node, those players are going to tend to be a little bit more PvP focused and stuff like that. If you're part of an economic node, eventually as the node levels up, you'll have economic benefits, like auction house benefits that other people don't have that aren't part of an economic node. I think there's going to be like a religious type node and a scientific node for people that like crafting. Really interesting system that they're trying to do. I don't know what is actually in the game right now. All right, let's try this quest one more time. And I'm going to go to a different location. Ooh. All right, where you at, brother? Where my horse at? Hey, there's my horse. Stuck. Come here, buddy. We'll go to this one far over to the left over here. Yeah, it's open alpha, but you gotta pay though. It's $40 on Steam, but anybody can join. Aren't people saying this is a crapshoot? I wouldn't listen to anybody right now on the launch day of a game in alpha. If there's so many people out there that will get an MMO in its alpha stage, you're already an idiot if you're expecting a game. And they'll wait in a queue for 15 minutes and then write a bad Steam review. I wouldn't listen to anybody's opinions right now unless they're like an Ashes of Creation, somebody that's been playing it for a while and understands the game. I'm not saying this is good. It could be horrible, but don't listen to anybody just putting out something after 15 minutes because they're probably just stupid. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, see if I can actually get the quests. This quest must be bugged. I'm gonna kill a spider. I like that ability. Road feels pretty good so far. What's up, Janice? Yeah, I don't know about this quest. I think I'm gonna not do it anymore. I feel like I should have found what I was looking for by now. So let's go ahead and take a little adventure. We're gonna go out into the world and see what's up. Gotta get like an MMO mouse or something. So let's take a look at the map. I want to see what it looks like down here, if we're allowed down here. Oh, this is a higher level zone. So we have the desert over here to the right. Let's go get a little peek at the desert. And I'm just going to take the road. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to these places or not. Can you set a marker? Yes, you can. So we're going to take this road. We're going this way. Wish I knew how to go faster with the horse. So the horse is just a base 135% ground speed. So the reason why it's not that good is because mounts are a big part of this game. And you need to obviously buy or have somebody breed a mount for you. I don't think animal husbandry is in the alpha right now though. So they can't start you off with a good mount. You gotta earn a mount. Earn a good one. Is there light magic? Yeah, for sure. I can't remember what the classes were. I think there's like 7 or 8 right now in early access. They might have is it all the classes that they have? There's technically 64 total like classes that you can do in this game because they're going to do a system where you have a primary archetype, so you choose one of the 8 classes, and then at level 25 you choose a secondary archetype, which is once again one of the 8 classes, which makes it 64 total classes, I guess you could say, when you combine classes together. But yeah, there's pretty much every class you can think of that you would expect to be in a fantasy MMO. It's beautiful. I need like a pickaxe or something. I'll tell you what, after playing for, I mean, I've only been playing for probably an hour and a half now. I have no idea if this is, in fact, I think most people are not going to want to play the alpha because it's an alpha. You shouldn't be playing the alpha if you're expecting a game. But compared to what I played a year ago, this is noticeably improved, which is good, which is what I really wanted to see. Things run better, things look better, there's more classes, things feel better. So I'm coming into this knowing that it's an alpha and just trying to see where the game's progressed. And if it's not really that fun to keep playing, I'm just going to not play it and keep an eye on it and play it again in the future when the next update comes out. Yeah, if you want to finish game with no bugs, yep, this is not for you. If you don't mind being part of like a testing process, if you don't mind possibly paying $40 and never really seeing a full release, which could potentially happen, then maybe it's for you. It's close to Rift. I never played Rift. The MMOs that I played, I haven't really played MMOs really hardly at all over the past 15 years. But I come from World of Warcraft, RuneScape before World of Warcraft, of course. RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Risk Your Life was an MMO that I played. There was another one called like Hellscape or Hellfire or something. Anybody know Risk Your Life in this chat? Great song. Oh, this is beautiful. What level are the creatures out here? I saw a bird. It looks like it's pretty empty right now. Should be able to chop down trees and stuff too, right? I think you can. Thought I was doing that. I wonder why when I played the alpha a year ago, the game set me on track to get like a bunch of crafting stuff. I wonder where I have to go for that. It's very different than it was before. I think I need to go over here to get some of the basic crafting stuff. And I just skipped that for whatever reason. What other MMOs? I played a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online. Nothing like I did with World of Warcraft and all. Oh, Warhammer Online. World of Warcraft and Warhammer Online and RuneScape were the 3 ones that I played the most. World of Warcraft obviously taking the medal there. Hey, look, it's another player. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. He's getting chased by a level 6 Gravehide Creeper. All right, where am I heading? I'm going to go see what the desert looks like. I don't know if we're even allowed in there, but we're going to find out. What's up, David? Guys, David made me a mini. I thought it must be a mic. I'll show it off later at the Game Awards. David used a 3D printer to make a mini of Wolfheart with a wolf, and then also painted the mini. It's so cool. So we're going into a zone. Level 9, active player 0. So I don't know what that means. Let's go see if we can... Whoa, look at that. There's the picture of my thumbnail, the burning tree. How would I get to the desert? Wow, look at the map. It's crazy. Probably the river or the road. Is there not a road into the desert? I don't know. They have a big wall. Let's go check it out. Why'd I stop playing WoW? Because it was ruining my life. But it was also the greatest life I ever had. I went off to, I can't remember what I did, but I ended up doing the military for a little bit, and then I went off to college, and it just didn't fit my life anymore. And then I would play Warhammer Online, though, a couple years later. It consumed my life for a little bit, and then I was like, I'm done doing this. I stopped. Oh, what do we have here? Look at this guy. Wolf pack. Oh, shit. What level is that player? Level 4. Yeah, we shouldn't be out here right now. We're both the adventurous type, clearly. Apparently, oh, crap. If I get knocked off, I am so dead. Whoa, look at this. Oh, God, I'm screwed. I'm in the Mushroom River right now. Whoa, look at this. No, stop it, stop it. Leave me alone. Event complete. I should sing the elven song. Wow, look at this. This is awesome looking. And I have a portal here. You've discovered an Oakenbane Keep Ember Spring. So I think, are these guys going to help me out? I think I can attune to that. So, see, look, you can cut down the trees. If I end up dying, I think I'll spawn there. Oh my God, look at this guy. Level 10 elite. This world is beautiful, though. I love the environment. I don't think I'm going to be able to get over to the desert. If I get to the desert, then I can die and I can spawn us, or maybe I can fast travel back to the... Actually, I don't know. They don't have fast travel in this game. I might be able to die and use that as fast travel to get back to the center, and then we'll go check out the other side of the map. Look at, you got a little bit of a ruin right there. Skeleton chasing after me. Sesame says, WoW helped end my marriage. My ex got addicted so hard. I made her a gamer, though. Sigh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I'm one shot. No! Go! Go! Wolfheart, go! I'm dead. That's over. It's over. The journey to the death. I don't know how to eat. I don't have a potion. Pretty fitting that I got destroyed by a wolf pack. Damn, I wanted to get on top of that mountain. Oh, look, so I can revive at Oakenbane Keep. I can't revive at my home point for another hour and 18 minutes. I would assume the game's not playable with controller in alpha, and it's an MMO too, so... Oh, look, there's a cave right here too. Nice, so I actually resurrected near the Phoenix Sentinels. No, it's not a cave. Oh, look, I can chop the tree down. I didn't think I had like an axe or anything. It's gonna be a big tree. I think my horse is still in my inventory. Did I pick up the wood? Heading for a dwarf. Some of the things you do not lose aggro and will chase you across the map. Okay. What's up, Kevin? Red Cape, call him Wolf Food. All right, so yeah, so I have wood in my inventory right now. Very nice. Let's go ahead and call the horse back. I want to try to get to the top of this hill over here. Shoulder's freaking pulsating right now. Raven. Yep, I'm dead again. I shouldn't have came the same way. Yeah, we're okay. Okay. Should probably rest. Don't want to run into the wolf pack. Hold on. Is that a wolf pack right there? Let's get into the water. What a beautiful game. So one of the cool things about this game, or supposedly when it actually comes out, there's water mounts. You can have like an otter as a mount, and the otter will go super fast in water, then slower on land. So depending on like what content you're doing, if you're in PvP, what players you're facing, like it might determine what mount you're using. All right. Try to get to the top of this. What is that? A flame Atronach or something? Oh, it's another player. It's their summons. Yeah, I don't know, David. I'll figure it out. Something not good. I don't think the horse has a sprint button. I haven't figured it out if it does. It's a very basic horse, so I'm assuming they're starting... Look, Diddy's up there. Yo, Diddy, take me to your party, brother. Yeah, Diddy, it's me, Wolf. I'm a content creator. I got baby oil in my closet. What if that actually was Diddy? How funny would that be? Whoa. What did I stumble upon? The Bard sprint is faster than the horses. Oh, that's cool. I want to try Bard. Should we believe the negative reviews? I wouldn't believe any reviews until like a week has gone by or something. Because people are just whiny when they try to play an MMO on launch and they don't get in right away. The only people I would listen to right now are Ashes of Creation content creators who have been playing. Other than that, don't trust any review, good or bad. Nobody can possibly have a grasp on how the game is right now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get up there actually. Somebody was up there though. The environment is way more fleshed out than it was last time, which is good to see. It truly is a beautiful world. Hey, look at this. Event abandoned. Oh, baby. Am I agile or am I agile? Call me Roach. Oh god, I'm gonna get stuck. Yeah, There's some sort of world event going on in here that I'm obviously not participating in because I'm in a high area that I can't really level in right now. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, crap. What did I just walk into? Mushroom River. Oh, my God. Leap of faith. Okay, I don't think we're going to the desert because I don't know if I have to go all the way up and around or how that works. Could even be blocked off for all I know. But we are gonna, I think these wolves are never gonna leave me alone. We're gonna go back towards the main keep and then go check out the other side. I think I'm dead. Hey, look, I survived. It's peaceful out here. Having a good time so far. Negative reviews at the moment have to do with site issues. Yeah, exactly. Everything right now, you just have to assume it's somebody who's pissed off that they can't get on the website or they can't log in because of the queue, which are all valid things to be concerned about, but not valid for writing an actual review. Although, I will say, maybe it is valid for writing a review because you paid for a product and you're not able to play it right away. But anybody who has over an 85 IQ would know that you would expect this on the launch of any MMO, especially Alpha. But I guess the negative reviews do serve a purpose because there's probably a lot of casual people that are coming in thinking that it's a full game and they can't read. So at least they'll know like not to buy the game right now. But I think when you guys ask about it, you guys are a little bit more looking for a more nuanced opinion on the game as a whole in its current alpha state. Not too many players out this way. I think I'm the only stupid person. What is that up there, that blue thing? Wonder if you can mine that. Let's go see if I can mine. Oh, there's wolves here. Wait. Nope, there's a... Oh, shit! The thing bites! Oh, look at the desert over there. Look! You guys see it? Oh, that is... I think I found the desert. Hold on. By accident. Let's go check it out. No, there are quests. I have a quest on the side of my my screen. But I think overall, like, I wouldn't expect like a ton of quest content though for the alpha after you get out of like the tutorial beginner area. I listened to people that were playing it in its previous alpha stage and they said there wasn't much to do. Like after you get to a certain level, it's usually just grinding mobs or doing some random dungeons, but not much like in terms of like writing in quests and stuff. Oh, I made it to the desert. Yes, sir, I did. How does one get money? I need to buy something for a quest. I have no coin. Does anybody else do this when they play games? You just kind of go off and just take a look at the environment? Yeah, for sure, David, for sure. I think if a game's in its beta phase, people can be a lot more critical. Alpha is for feedback. The beta stage is for straight up criticism. So then it can be ready for launch. I'm writing a Steam negative review. I don't think you have to craft in this game. What's up, Cyber? What am I most excited about seeing tonight? The potential Larian Studios reveal, of course. What time is it right now? It's 4:20, 5:20. So I'll be live again on this channel at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes from now. If you guys want to come watch the Game Awards, I'm going to go live an hour early just to talk about Larian and a few things, and then... Wow, look at this. Arabian Nights. Arabian. Bro, this is cool. Uh-oh, Scorpion's coming after me. Like, solely just judging it from like the environmental visuals so far, I like what they're doing here. Now I should run through the entire desert and try to make it down here. Is there any players out here? I am the only dumbass. Oh shit. Oh god, now I'm poisoned. Oh my god, the entire... Alright, we're gonna... So I think if I go over here, this is where the node would... Let's go check it out. Let's go. Is that the node down here? I'm going to try to run to a place that is similar to where I got my first quest. And I think if enough players come down here into this region, we can start building up a city here by gathering XP, killing creatures. Everything that you do is supposed to contribute to your node's XP. Whoa. God, dude. I just want to give up my life to an MMO. Never work again. I certainly wouldn't be able to support myself streaming this game 12 hours a day, that's for sure. But I want to do it. Oh, they quit calling them nodes. Now they're called settle. I was wondering why I haven't seen any node terminology. So I think that's where I was before. Somewhere over there. It's cool how when you get closer to the coast, it gets a little bit greener. How'd it go last time you got hooked to an MMO? Really bad. But I was so happy at the same time. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Wow. So the node settlement is right here. I think it's, or the settlement. Isn't it even a settlement? What, yeah, settlement, yeah. So I wonder what's there right now and how the hell do I get down? Oh my god. I want to see if there's like a single building or if there's something on the ground that indicates that there's a node there. And I think technically if the settlement system is working, if I started killing scorpions, I would be contributing to leveling that settlement up and making it a bigger town. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get down though. Want to see the snow area? I don't think I can get down. I can try to jump. I mean, this is good enough for me for the desert. I was just curious what it would be out there. Whoa, look over here. Wow. All right, let's try. Let's try to get down. Oh God. Stay right there, horse. I love doing shit like this. Let's go, baby. I'm a dwarf. Nothing's gonna stop me. Except this wall where it's... I jumped down like a 14-story cliff, yet I can't get up a single little ledge with my dwarf. Look at this little guy out in the desert. You little cutie patootie. His music reminds me of old school World of Warcraft. I like it. Dude, who is the fairest dwarf of them all? WolfheartFPS. I mean, let's get real with ourselves. I'm the only Dunir dwarf in all of Ashes of Creation that has been brave enough to travel out into the desert sands of Vera. Into unfamiliar territory. Okay, we got beetles. Dude, I'm never gonna make it. Those things go fast. Is that the start of the node? Oh my god. Oh. Okay, hold on, hold on. Holy scorpions. I'm taking poison damage over time. I'm taking poison damage over time. Okay, we're done with the desert. I ain't running back all the way out there. All right, let's go to the other side, and then I'll call it quits. So just so you guys know, I started right here with all the players. Then I went to the right over here. And I don't know if I started working on a node or what I did. And then we came all the way into this area down into the desert. And I only was in this one region of the desert trying to make it to here to see what that was all about. Look how many more regions there are. So all of these are settlements or nodes, I think. And depending on where you choose to make your establishment, as long as you have enough players that are there with you, you can build up a city in any one of these zones right here. Do I have something that will allow me to go back home? Ooh, I got a cape. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. No, I don't got a cape. Where'd it go? I don't know what that was, but... Ooh, a dungeon right there or something. Shit. Hey, it's a floating mushroom. I don't think your horse can die. I haven't seen my horse get attacked yet. Oh my god, look up here too. Look at this, y'all. So I started on the southern half of the continent. Other players started up here. Into the snowy mountains. Oh, and you can see, so this island right here is a settlement or a node. And as you can see, it's a scientific settlement. So if you wanted to start a village there, a city, etc., and grow, you would probably do that with a lot of crafting players would probably go towards that. Then this one right here is a divine node, so people that are into religious stuff, whatever that translates over into the game, I'm not sure, would want to go there. The node that I'm in right now is a scientific node. Over here, another scientific node. Economic node right here. I wonder if there's any military nodes. Yeah, no, there's no military node. Is there a military node? I don't see I don't see a symbol for military. I wish I could use controller for this game. I think for like the next cut until my shoulder heals, I think I'm gonna only be able to play games with controller. Uh-oh. No, don't kill me. If I go back, I'm gonna be pissed. Just trying to make it. Just trying to make it home. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Just send it home. There's no subscription fee, right, for this game in its alpha? Is there? I actually don't know. I hope not. I actually like the subscription fee model for MMOs. Like, I didn't mind it for World of Warcraft, and back then, $15 was a real lot of money. As long as I love how the mounts can swim. As long as the game design isn't like pay to win and stuff like that, so And as long as they keep updating the game. I would much rather pay monthly for a game than have a pay-to-win piece of shit game. A lot of the free-to-play MMOs are like that. But obviously it has to be good though, right? If you're going to pay that monthly sub, especially a lot of us now, we have a lot less time to play games like these, which means that we really have to be sure that we want to play it and that we like it. What is this? Cool, man. We're almost back. Wouldn't people who start late to the game be a huge disadvantage and never really get to experience building up? No, I don't think it works like that. I think no matter what level you are, you're contributing to the node. Maybe it's less for lower level players, but you're still helping out. Like it's not about you specifically turning the node into a city, because this is like, I think you need like hundreds and hundreds of players that are all farming and doing quests and everything to build up a node. It's not just like one player is going to make a difference. So whether you're level 30 or 20 or whatever, or you're level 2, as long as you're questing and in the region of your node, you're helping out your node. And the further that it advances, like the better off your character is, because when a node advances, you get access to more vendors and merchants. You get to create certain buildings. You have to hire a mayor for your node, an actual player that's a mayor. You start getting like all these benefits. Okay, we're back here. We're gonna run through and go out the other side. But who knows if it will work as intended, right? When the game actually releases into 1.0. I mean, it could be a mess for all we know, but... Yep, I'll be streaming at 7-0. For the Game Awards. All right, so here is the, I don't know if this is technically a settlement or not because it's not part of a zone. This might just be the tutorial area. Hey, look, we got another side quest right here. I was kind of curious what it is. All right, cool. We picked up another quest. So discover proof of unrest, investigate rumors of partisan activity. Cool. Good to know that there's a bunch of quests around, at least in the earlier area. How are we doing over there, Twitch chat? Ever since I said I liked YouTube better, everybody stopped talking over there. And then Kick is just filled with spam. Spam and bots. I don't know how to get back. Where the hell did I come in? I don't think I can go through that gate. Or maybe I can go. Perfect World? I don't know that game. Where the hell am I? A new node versus a fully developed one. Yeah, there's reasons why people would want to be in a new node though. one, maybe the developed one isn't actually the style of node that you want. Two, maybe you don't like the mayor and the leadership of the node and you want to start your own and have somebody else. I think there's protections for nodes. So like when you're a low level node, let's say I'm a low level node right here. And it's just me and a few people building it up. And there's a full metropolis over here to the north. Oh, there's a martial node right here. I don't think that node can straight up just wipe out your node. There are node wars and stuff, but there's a lot of restrictions as to how they go about. So I think you have to be like the node has to reach a certain level, so it balances things out a little bit more and stuff like that. So they have things set in place for why players wouldn't want to be part of a node. And why they would want to go start another one or go help a different node. I mean, one of the biggest reasons is because of the different types of nodes. So I remember reading back in the day, whether this becomes true or not, the military node, for example, is going to have a lot of benefits to people that like combat, of course, and PvPers. Military node members, if you're in like a fully leveled up node, for example, you might get a map that will show you players that flag for PvP. Players that attack players that are not flagged will show up on military node members maps, so you can go hunting players that are not being kind, I guess you could say. Another thing with like a military node that other node members wouldn't get is I think the military node's supposed to have a system. If you want to become the mayor of a military node, there's like going to be some sort of gladiator arena where players duke it out, I think 1v1, ultimately to decide who's going to be the mayor. While in other types of nodes, you might just have like a straight up, a democratic election process where people cast votes. All the nodes are going to be very unique from one another, which will incentivize players to want to be part of different nodes. I think you just got the whole socialization aspect behind this game. There's going to be friction between players. There's going to be a mayor in a node that you think is an asshole, that you don't like. Maybe some streamer becomes mayor because it's a popularity contest in certain types of nodes, and they become a mayor and you hate the streamer. They're loud, obnoxious, rude. And you see that streamer is the leader of a node up here. You might want nothing to do with that node because that streamer gets to impose taxes on the citizens and do all sorts of things. So you might have like some sort of inner desire and motivation to go join another node and ultimately go to war against the node that the streamer is leading. Because it would be so satisfying to take that node out and all the people. Okay, so this area right here, I remember from when I played a year ago, Alpha Phase 1. I think I probably should have oh no, I guess, I wonder if this is the same as the one over here, it just looks different. But I remember there was a bunch of crafting stuff here that I could engage with. Stables are here. Look at this. This is cool. I think you can fish and all that. All right. Where you at, buddy? Yeah, there's like node wars and stuff that you can get into. I mean, keep in mind, I'm speaking from information that I gathered 5 years ago when I used to cover this game. And also, like, a lot of the things I'm talking about are not implemented in the game yet. Therefore, we don't know if they'll ever be implemented. I think they will be because they're core designs of the game, but some of the things I'm talking about aren't actually in the game at this exact moment. I remember this. This is cool. Guild Wars on Steam Deck. Nope, you don't have to. So here's the thing. So the whole PvP thing in this game is going to be very, very divisive. So you don't technically have to do PvP, but anybody can attack anybody at any time. So somebody could attack you. But the devs supposedly have some sort of system that they really believe in, where it's super punishing and risky for a player to attack a non-combatant. So right now I'm a non-combatant. I could flag for PvP by hitting this button right here. And actually, let me read this to you guys. So I can enable hostile actions against non-combatant players. Direct hostile actions against another player will flag you as a combatant and will make you susceptible to attacks from other players and certain NPCs, such as settlement guards. Healing or buffing a combatant will also flag you as a combatant. Killing a non-combatant player will cause you to gain corruption, which will incur a penalty until it's removed. So the whole corruption thing that they have going on here is supposedly pretty serious. Whether or not it works, I don't know, but I think they're thinking for the most part that generally speaking, if you don't like PvP, you typically won't be attacked. Wow, there's way more to this game than when I last played. So, you know, for example, so if I go out and I attack a low-level player and kill them, a ton of things can happen. It might lose all my gear, etc. Like, there's a lot of serious punishments. Don't know if it's going to work out, but it's an interesting philosophy that they have. Grape says I have about 800 hours in AOC Alpha 2. I can answer most questions y'all have. There you go. Grapes can speak on this probably much better than I can. All right, so we're just going to come out and check out. I just want to see if I can make it to here. And then I'll call it quits for the stream. We'll start getting prepped for the Game Awards. I'm actually really happy that I decided to do this for an hour or so. Just kind of go out and explore. I'll be most afraid if I hadn't been playing RC Raiders and seeing just because PvP is there doesn't mean it'll be a crazy murder hobo city. It'll be a griefing fest. You know, I'm not gonna say it could be. I don't really know. You'll have people that defend it both ways, pretty hardcore. I'm kind of in the wait and see camp to see what the developers do and how they do it. But it could somehow, I mean, some people forget the lengths that players will go to piss off and troll other players. But at the same time, if there's some sort of system that like doesn't allow that player to like, I don't know how deep the corruption goes. Like you lose all, like you might, so when you get killed, if you kill a corrupted player, for example, one of the penalties might be like a serious XP drop too. So if you're a super corrupted player, I'm just gonna make up an example here. Let's say I don't even know what the leveling system is in this game. Let's say you're a max level, I'm gonna say 50 character, and you are severely corrupted. You're just picking on lower level characters. And the military node citizens are alerted of a high level corruption player out here picking on people in the node. So all the military citizens have a bounty for you and they go out and then they kill that player. I'm going to use an extreme example. Let's say that player goes from level 50 to level 48. And let's say that 2 levels to at least make it more tolerable. But we'll see what they end up doing in this game. For me, yeah, it would be enough for me too, absolutely. And there's some positives, I think, about having a system where anybody can attack anybody too, because this game is all about creating social interactions. It's all about social dynamics. So when you have a guild or some players that are picking on low-level characters, maybe a group of people from a guild come over to a different node and they start killing low-level people that are farming. They're going to have a horrible reputation, and everybody in this node is going to start talking in the node chat, the guild chats and all that. And you're going to have people that are going out to hunt and protect the lower level characters too. That's another possible, you know, dynamic situation that can occur. Problem is things don't always go as planned. So otters, oh my gosh, I remember riding one of these in the pre-alpha 4 or 5 years ago, and it was my favorite mount. It's cool to see them in the world. Oh, yeah, if my stream lags out a little bit, everybody just refresh, and that usually will get it back. And I found a way, now that I have a different streaming setup than I had before, even if my stream crashes on my end, I can usually get it going again a few minutes later after restarting my PC without having to start an entirely new stream. So those of you guys that are watchers of the stream, consistent watchers, back in the day, you used to have to exit out and then look for a new link. I think now if the stream crashes, just know that you can hang out on that page and just refresh every minute or so and it might come back. All right, let's just see if there's anything. Oh, we got some snowy mountains up here. I want to see if I can get through the gap. That's going to be it for today. This area reminds me of pre-alpha. I wonder if I'm in the pre-alpha area right now. Hope you are too, Orange. I like the social part, but scientific studies have shown that trolls tend to fall in the antisocial personality type spectrum. In-game penalties won't matter. I mean, I think there's definitely truth to that. But like I said, if you lose 2 levels of your max level character, I'm using an extreme example, they physically won't be able to keep trolling because they're going to drop in level to the point of where they're not powerful anymore. But I don't know how severe the consequences are or what the rules are in this game. Just a lone dwarf wandering the world, looking for Mount Doom. So Grapes, who's been playing for 800 hours, says that corruption currently from the alpha has been so brutal that people rarely do it. So even in the alpha, it seems to be working to a certain degree. With that said, alpha players are probably, you know, different than the general crowd coming in, but that's good to know. Then they just level up again or buy a leveled up account. How many times can you keep doing that though? Level up again. Well, that means they won't be trolling for another 100 hours until they level up again. So even if they continue to be a troll, they're going to have periods of time where they wouldn't be able to be a troll because they're too low level and they have to level back up. See what I'm saying? I'm not saying that this system's going to work. I'm using an extreme example where I think, oh my God. I'm using an extreme example where I think it... God. Shit. I really wanted to see that zone to the south. I think I'm going all the way back to Lionhold. Did I just get griefed? Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I wanted to see it so bad down there. And take like 20 minutes to get back. I should have paid attention more. Who wrote that comment that I responded to? Yeah, we'll just take a quick look over here to the right. And then I gotta get off. I'm gonna check over here. Yeah, they're gonna get the banhammer. Five stacks of corruptions, like minus 90% health, mana, and damage. Yeah, so if that's the current system that they have, imagine a character that is a troll and they have 90% reduction in all their stats. Like, they physically can't troll. Now, they might have another character. They can log into that character. How many characters can you possibly have, though? It gets to a point where it's too much of a hassle for somebody to actually, like, be enough of a nuisance to constantly be doing that. Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying the Ashes system is going to be good or it's going to work. Players, like I said, will always go to lengths that you never imagined possible. But I'm just stating that I think there is a way that it could potentially work too. I don't think either answer is right. Oh, shite. Well, there goes my Ashes Alpha experience. Okay, let's just go up this hill and see what's over here. With my buddy Tyr. Hey, it's a paladin of Tyr. Howdy, sir. What if they're gonna have proximity chat? Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Thomas. Maybe. One thing that I do like that the developers keep stating is they're very, very firm on that they're not making a game for everyone, and they're making a game for a particular sect of MMO players that want some of these systems. And I like to hear when developers do that, even if they end up making a game that's not for me. I like when developers really focus in to make something good versus trying to make like a product that is for every single person out there and ends up just being shitty and boring and generic. Like they know that this game is going to be hardcore and it's going to make a lot of casuals not play it or not want to play it. But they know that, and they keep openly stating that too, which I think is great. Like, this game might be too hardcore for me. I don't know if I'll have time for it, etc. But still think it's cool. Kind of curious if I can get all the way in there. It looks pretty cool. I'm on the Lotharia server or something like that. It was the one on the top of my list. All I wanted to do is just kind of peek this a little bit here. So obviously the further you get out, I think the less developed everything is, which makes sense, but why is that? What's that little patch right there? Man, I really want to know what it looks like up north now. I could try creating another character just to look at the other starting zone real quick. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to go through a queue again or how that works. The Riverlands. Beautiful. Ooh, look at this. Changing into a little bit of a... Oh, look at this. The Fallen Forge. That must be a dungeon. Is that a sheep? It's a wolf. All right, let's go ahead and see if I can quickly... Oh, we do have an unstuck. I'm going to log out. Just see if I can quickly create another character and just jump into the other starting zone. I'm not sure if the mobs are color-based. Check out that anchor symbol. All right, to create character, let's do a... Yeah! Can I take Wolfheart too? That'd be nice if I had both of those names. Archetype, we'll go mage. Appearance, I like it. Divine Gateway, so I did the Ayla, and now we're going to go to the other region. My background is going to be a Oracle's Defender. Don't know what that is, but sure. Oh my god, I got the name Wolfheart. Let's go! I did have to get back in queue, but I'm position 1. Games should make statement and have values. Not everything is for everyone. Yeah, exactly. Yep. The funny thing is, a lot of the games that go really focused, that are really trying to appeal to one particular crowd of gamers, many times those games will end up being way bigger than a game that tries to make the most sales and appeal to every single person out there. That's the ironic part about it. Baldur's Gate is an example of that. My character's looking blue. Oh, all right. Wow, this is very different. We're lagging a little bit. This is actually the first lag I've actually experienced, which is very surprising. Dude, I should have started up here. Oh my god. Why is my dwarf down south? Oh my god. We're in like Iron Forge right now. Holy crap. Picked up a spell book. What is my spell? I had no idea that they had an area like this ready to go to. I don't know if ready is the right word, but at least able to be explored and played on a basic level. Damn, man, my dwarf should be up here. This is epic. Those guys petrified? What the hell? Whoa! What am I doing? Okay. Oh, baby! What'd I just do? I didn't mean to do that. I'll take it, though. Dude, this is crazy. We're like straight up inside the mountain. I'm so happy that I clicked on this just to check it out. Oh my god. And obviously, like I said, this is all, everything in this game is based off the settlement system, so like you're not going to see any big cities until players are actually able to craft them or make them. I did not expect... Yeah, I have auto attacks on right now. You can make it to where you have to click for every attack, but... Oh no, it's not auto attack as in it just attacks an opponent. I clicked a button. But I don't have to click for every single swing of the sword or shot with the wand or bow. So at the start of my stream today, Keith in the chat said that this area is less developed than the one to the south, which it appears to be. I think I'm already seeing that it's a little bit more empty and stuff. But this is really cool. My god, man. That is dwarven, that's for sure. We have a martial node over here, military node. Okay, we got some more players here. The summoners look so badass. I'm not sure how the overall combat system is going to be, because back when I used to follow this game, they were saying that they were going to have a mix between tab targeting and action combat. And I had a lot of people worried that they weren't going to make either of them good. Both were going to be lackluster. Like we were talking before, having a focus is usually a good thing. I'm not sure where it stands now, though. What is this right here? Whoa! I'm almost dead. Brother, help me out! Shit! Oh my god, I have 5 HP right now. Are you kidding me? What kind of citizens are they over here? Okay, so no monthly subscription until... Thank you, Dragon. Keith. This is cool up here, man. It does feel like less content, but this is pretty cool up here. I did not expect this. I gotta say, initial impressions wise, the game developed way more than I thought it did since last time I played, and I'll leave it at that. Oh god, I'm definitely gonna die down here. I don't know if that's saying much considering how long it's been in development, but I did not expect it to have as much as it does, even though there are a lot of areas where there's not much going on, but still. Compared to the last time I played it, this is, there's way more going on, and things feel way better. This gives me more hope in the game as a whole, for sure. Still so much to do, though. It's a very complex game. And I think Intrepid hasn't entered into the stage yet where they're outsourcing a bunch of things. So once they get like the foundation and the core of the game down, I think their plan is to then outsource a bunch of other things. So they're going to be the ones that create like the systems and make sure everything's right. And then they're going to just outsource to a bunch of other studios to, you know, do a bunch of the filler content and create creatures and populate the world and stuff. Hopefully that actually happens. Because I'm having fun right now. Dude, are we waiting for an elevator together? Dude, look at these mounts. They're goats. Which way are you guys going? Shit, let me in. No! Sorry, I didn't mean to... Oh my god, I am... Oh no. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. Be calm, strategize, and find your way out of this situation. Okay, I'm gonna start panicking. I'm gonna start... Alright, we're gonna hang out right here. Oh man, that's scary. Okay, they come pretty fast. I don't know if you can get squished, but I don't want to test it out. What's up, Jeff? All right, y'all, we're currently 2 hours away from the Game Award. Well, 3 hours, technically. I'm going to wrap the stream up here shortly. I'm just like addicted to exploring and seeing where I can go. I'm trying to get outside of the mountain. I would definitely play more of this because I'm having a good time right now. I would definitely play more, and I might play some more. I'm just hesitant to invest my time into it in this early of the alpha or of the game's development. Because I already spend enough time at my computer and stuff. But I'll definitely be, if I don't play a crap ton more, I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this game. And I'm still very much interested. I'm actually pretty happy after playing today. Can I just shoot my wand? Like, no, I can't. We can't get squished. What is there to do as of now? I honestly can't answer that question because I've only done a few quests. I'm not sure. Alright, we're in Hammer Rest right now. Oh, I keep forgetting I can sprint. Hey, excuse me. Well, I can't believe you can't walk through players. Whoa. Oh my god. I don't have a mount because I skipped the quest and everything in the beginning. Yeah, those of you guys that are just tuning in right now, I'm on a second character. I just wanted to check out a different spawning area. And I ran past like all the intro quests and everything just to kind of see what it was like out here. This is really cool. Awesome. What's this guy doing? He's doing something up there. Cool, man. All right. Actually, hold on. You know what I have to do? I love the artwork, the concept art in this game. So you guys see these right here? See these rock overhangs? There's going to be certain mounts in the game that are gliding mounts. Only very few players can have flying mounts, but there's going to be mounts called gliding mounts. And if there's players that are riding a ship kind of near one of these archways, you could technically have a group of people on their gliding mounts jump off and kind of fly and glide on top of the enemy ships. I've been dreaming about that. Does that work, or do I have to wait? I don't know what naming system they have. Maybe everybody can be the same name. There's like a back end. Just in case. Anonymous, thanks for the 5, man. I appreciate it. I'm the only Wolfheart in all of the realms. The only one I really care about is WolfheartFPS, because I don't want people, you know, impersonating me, but I'm just being an asshole for the Wolfheart one. Hey, I paid $500 for this damn thing 5 years ago. I can get my name if I want. Luckily, I'm not big enough of a content creator, nor do I have a toxic community to where, or nor do I have other people that like hate me or my community. So you don't see stuff like this happen too often, but I mean, stealing a content creator's name is not a bad thing, but people can steal it and then they act like they are the content creator, and that pisses me off. It happened to me one time, I forget what it was, but somebody was like, yeah, dude, I was talking to you in the game. Why'd you do this? I'm like, dude, that wasn't me. I mean, you're probably dumb just to believe that, but still. Name is in use. What? Who's the Wolfheart on this server? Are you kidding me? Oh, is one of you guys doing this right now? You jackasses. Okay, no Wolfheart on that server. We got WolfheartFPS though. In Shoal. Surprised the character creator is better than I thought it was going to be. All right, y'all. You guys have a fun rest of your evening. I will be live in another hour. I might start a little bit after 7. The Game Awards start at 8, but I do plan on going live early so we can just kind of go over some of the Larian stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to watch the account limit reached. Wait, what? Character creation fit. If you guys want to watch the Game Awards with this community, it should be pretty fun tonight. If Larian Studios announces another game, people are going to be going crazy around here, so. All right, there we go. I got my Wolfheart, so I think we're good now. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys in a couple hours. The stream for the Game Awards is already up right now. I'll share it in the chat. There's already 25 people waiting in there, but I'll share it on the Twitch, and I'll be live on Twitch too, so don't worry, Twitch chat. Oh, I forgot the T in the first one, did I? Shit. Oh well, it's all good. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Goodbye.